Milk Crate Marauder.
Gilbert's here.
Oh, well, why don't you tell him to come in?
Okay.
Start a war with Gilbert. I bet you Gilbert will come in and start warring immediately. Because we could do the news with Gilbert, and then Joe will probably show up around 9. Good luck to you doing the news with Gilbert. By the way, in advance.
I know, it's always a challenge.
All right. Oh, yeah?
I didn't like what you pulled with me. I didn't like it. I thought we were friends, Howard. I thought we were friends.
Yeah, well, you know something, man?
Yeah?
You set me up, okay? With
I didn't set you up. I didn't set you up.
You did.
It was a joke, right? And if you can't take a joke, after all the years we've known each other...
Well, you know, let me just say something. You were my friend.
Yeah, well, no. I had respect for you, man.
No, man. No, man. Hey, man.
I had respect for you, man.
Hey, man, let me see. You know something? Yeah. I called that girl, you know, that girl that I wanted to get in high school, that Andrea, the one who's the doctor in Miami.
The doctor.
And I was talking to her on the phone, and I go, come on, man, come on the air, man. She goes, you know, your voice pattern hasn't changed since, like, 5th grade. You're still like, hey, man. You know, me and Sam arguing. Hey, man, don't you know, man.
Hey, dude.
Yeah, dude. Hey, man, you diss me, man.
I respect for you, man.
Yeah.
You're my friend, man.
Man. Hey, I had respect for you. No, I had respect for you.
You, man.
Man.
I love you, man.
Man. Yeah, I love, because everything with Sam is like that. You know, I can never picture going back in the office with Gilbert and going, hey, I love you, man. And he goes, yeah, I love you. You know, we just don't do that. But everything with Sam is always like that. It's always it's almost like a male bonding, almost bordering on homosexuality thing. It's like, you know, hey, man, no, you're number one, man. No, you're number one, man. Man.
It was a joke, man. What, you and your listeners can't take a joke, man?
No, man, that was no joke. It was on me, man.
We got you, man.
You talked about my girls, man.
Hey, man.
Hey, man.
Hey, man.
You guys.
I never did any other radio station, man.
How many years have you been doing this show, man? How many years have you been doing this show, man? Have I ever been bad to you, man?
Man, it was a joke, man. If you can't take a joke, man. And this is what you do to me, man.
You turned on me like a rabid dog, man.
You guys are like rabid dogs, man.
You're like a rabid dog. You turned on me like a rabid dog, man. You turned on me like a rabid dog, man.
Was it a rabid dog man or a rabid dog man?
A rabid dog man. You turned on me like a rabid dog, man.
Hey, man, just come on, man.
You can't take a joke, man? That would be funny, man.
We'll be back right after these words.
Hey, man.
Gilbert never heard it before. He heard it on the cab ride over here.
Oh, really?
And he made the cab driver sit there while he listened to the end of it.
Was that great?
Yeah. A lot of people, Scott said, think that the whole thing is a scam.
But it's not a scam, man.
Hey, man, this is real. Hey, man, for 3 years, Car Cash is the only place I sell my car, man. Hey, man. Hey, man, you drink 2 juices on this show, man?
Hey, man, all this time I've been ordering 2 juices, man.
2...
And then you turn on me like a rabid dog, man.
Dice is the future, man.
Dice is the future.
Hey, you know, there's a point on that tape where we're just, me and you were like clobbering him with logic.
Right,
and then he goes,
quiet.
And he's quiet, and then he goes, Dice is the future, man.
Dice is the future, man.
That was cool. Dice is the future, man. Yeah, Dice is the future, man. Anyway.
I have
feelings said
too,
there's no
man.
other radio show like this on the air, man.
I have feelings too, man.
Every other radio show asked me to do it, man.
What do you think, I'm a wall man? Every other radio station wants to interview me, man.
I've been making it since '85, man.
You bring a Petty Marshall, man?
And I bring my audience over to you, man.
My following, man.
My following endorses you, man. That's cool. That was a good part when he goes,
oh, man.
This is a classic. This really is a classic. I should sell this.
We should cut it up.
Put it on Product X. See, Gilbert, you wouldn't notice about him. He's a lot like that. Everyone is either like an enemy or a friend.
Yeah, they're two camps.
Yeah, but there's, Gilbert just kind of walks through life and everyone's sort of, But with Sam, it's always like a test of loyalty. Let me just get through this car cash thing on. I want to find the part.
Yeah.
I want to find that part where Sam goes, "Dice is the future, man." Hey, man. But car cash is too cool, isn't it?
For sure.
Really is. I think with Sam is either you're his enemy or his friend.
Yeah.
Either he thinks you're great or he just thinks you're
And if he thinks you're great, every other radio person has to be scum or something.
Right. Man. Car cash really is good. Gilbert doesn't drive a car, so he can't relate to this. But if you've ever tried to sell a car, there's no better way to do it. It really sucks. Imagine, like, you go to sell your car, a guy comes to your door. Turns out to be like John Wayne Gacy in his Pogo the Clown outfit. Here we go.
Can I speak to your son, please?
Yes. Are there any children at home? Man. Anyway, so 212 car cash and 516 car cash. You could sell your car in 20 minutes.
I'm just thinking about how the dudes and the mans were flying.
Dude, man.
Dude.
Hey, dude, man.
Guys.
At one point,
dude.
I think if the conversation had gone on for like 5 more minutes, it would have just come down to man and dude would have been the whole thing. Man, dude, man.
Dice, man, dude.
And when are you going out to, one second, I'll get you. But car cash, 212 car cash, 625 West 55th Street, New York City, 1/2 block west of Penske Cadillac. Car cash on Long Island, 516 car cash, 2 Heights Place, Hicksville, New York. Hey, man, you go out and take my role in the movie, man?
Hey, man, I told you, man. I told you, dude.
Yeah, you called me? Like, that makes it better?
I called you, dude. I told you, dude.
Hey, man, really? You diss me.
Oh, man.
Happened to you. And then when I realized, man, what was going down, that you were just screwing me, I just said, hey, forget this guy, man. Hey, man.
Hey, man.
Hey, man, forget this guy, man. Hey, man. Forget it.
That's what you want to do, then forget me.
I don't get it. I don't get it, Sam.
Huh? This is the good way.
What are you guys all sitting?
In your
guys-
rationale, when you were sitting around thinking this up, you said this.
Hey, Fred, every time man or dude is said, set off like one bell. You got a bell sound effect? Let's go through the tape again and set off a bell.
Let's count the mans and the dudes. That's
All right.
right.
That's the way you
From the
feel about it,
beginning?
man.
From the beginning?
Yes.
You know how many there's going to be? Wait a second. I think I passed the...
That's the way you feel about it, man.
Hey, man. Wait a second. Where am I? $1 billion worth of albums? I don't want to know from them. And it's the same thing, man.
I love it.
All right. The person who guesses the proper amount of mans
Yes.
wins who ticket.
All right.
All right. The closest. Let's get the guesses on the phone.
All right.
All right. We finally figured out a way to give away the Who tickets.
All right.
Sponsored by the beef industry. Well, let me make sure I got this right.
It is the Beef Council.
As we talked about yesterday, you'll have 3 pairs of tickets to give away for the show. Each ticket is valued at $450, which makes the 6 tickets worth $2,700. The Beef Council would like 1 week of promotional announcements in return for the tickets. You can give away the tickets in any manner that you see fit. The Beef Industry Council has asked for the following. We must mention the Beef Industry Council and Beef Board when promoting the giveaway. 2, we should use beef, real food for real people, as a qualifying statement, if possible. 3.
We never did that before.
So what do we
Well,
have
you
to say?
should start doing it, man.
Hey, man.
Hey, you never did that, man.
The beef industry never did anything to you, man.
Hey, man.
What's your beef, man?
Also, please let me know the details of the giveaway so I can let them know how the giveaway will be done.
Yeah.
I can hear Mark on the phone to the Beef Council. We gave away the tickets to guess the proper amount of mans and dudes between Sam Kinison and Howard Stern. Well, I pretty much am the abuser of the man thing, right?
No, Sam's into it too.
Is he?
Sam's manning away, and
Is he?
you're manning away, and every once in a while
Because
a dude drops
I
in.
know when I fight and argue, I use man a lot.
Yeah.
Having grown up in Roosevelt, that's what, come on, man. Hey, man.
Sam's in that, no, man. Listen, you diss me, man. man.
Man.
My girls are bitches, man.
Bitches, man. Yeah, what about my bitches, man? All right, let's get to our phones. Remember, the closest amount of mans without going over.
Oh, dear.
Like on...
The Price is Right?
Yeah, you can't go over. We're going to have to sit through the whole thing again, then.
But it's so fun.
Okay. Hello?
Hello,
We'll take one caller from New York, one from Philly, and one from Washington.
Okay.
All right, you're from New York. You want to guess?
Yeah, sure.
Go ahead.
Hello?
All right.
Now he's going to talk to his radio.
And he has no idea what contest we're talking about.
Sure, I'll guess. What?
Guess what? Hello? Do you have a guess?
You told me to guess, dude.
Man. Hello?
Hey, man, what's your guess?
Hello? Hey, man. Dude?
Hi.
What's your guess, man?
How about 16 mans and 20 dudes?
Ooh, I think that's
mans.
low. But then you never know. It could be
16
a
mans?
bargaining.
That's interesting. 20 dudes sounds high.
Yeah, I think man was much more often.
Yeah, all right.
than dude.
That's number one guess for the Who tickets. These are some of the best seats in the house. What are you promoting, Gilbert? You want to get a plug in?
Man. You need a plug, man?
Hey, man. I can make a plug, man.
All you do, man, is come on this show, man, and use me for plugs. It's not like you dig me, man.
You know,
what about me, man?
I never did any other radio show, man. I never did any other radio show, man. They asked me, man. Caroline's at the Seaport, man. On the 20th, man, the 21st, dude, and the 22nd, man.
So you're gigging, man.
I'm gigging at Caroline's, man. This week, man.
All right, so, miss?
Yes.
I mean, man? You're down for 16 mans and 20 dudes.
Yes.
She might be playing it smart because
She could come out not going over.
What if she's over on the dudes and not on the mans?
Oh, she'll be losing.
How
then.
about just one ticket then?
We'll see. Hold on.
Okay.
We go to Washington, D.C. Hello?
Howard.
All right.
I'd say there's a combination of 69 man and dudes.
69 man and dudes. You know what?
Total.
Yeah, you know what? We should just add up. That's a good
the
idea.
Total.
Easier that
Okay.
way.
So she's at 6.
She's at 36.
36.
Hey, Howard, I got a question for you.
What are you saying, 69?
69.
Man and dudes.
I got a question for you, Howard.
It's exciting. Yes.
What was ever decided that Robin would do for a DC listener for a 10 share?
We'll get back to that later. Hold on, man. Hey, man, you call up this show, man, and you,
And you diss me.
dude.
You diss me.
I threw in the
good
diss.
radio.
I've been,
You did. That was so much. You disrespected me, man.
I've been disrespected, man.
hey, boy. Hey, boy, you on the phone?
I'm on here.
All right.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
Well,
Hey,
you
man.
disrespecting us.
Don't diss me. So you heard the thing about my grandmother?
Did I hear about your grandma?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that.
My grandmother died Sunday night, and one of the things she requested is that our ratings in Washington go up. Before, you know.
I think one of the
No, I'm
things
being
you need to do
serious.
is jack that JFK signal up.
She kicked, man.
She kicked me.
She did. My grandmother died in a car accident. She was in a car accident Sunday morning. And, Saturday night.
Oh, come on. Make up your mind.
No, I'm being serious.
You
Saturday
said
night.
Sunday morning yesterday.
No, she was
You
in
talked to her Saturday night.
Yeah. What did I just say? Hey, come on. I'm upset about it.
You talked to her Saturday
Cry,
night.
man. Don't diss
She
me.
was in a car accident Sunday morning from the home or the community.
No, but in all seriousness, she's dead, and she died in a car accident. And one of the things we were talking about Saturday night, when she was in a community, man. In all seriousness, that's okay. She was an old woman, and she shouldn't have been driving in the first place. Man. But she was talking about, I was saying to her, gee, the ratings in Washington didn't go up, man. And then she said, well, gee, that seems incredible to me, considering what sucky radio was on in Washington.
That's true.
And then she just said, it would be nice for your grandma to see you be number one in Washington. And then she went out and died. So
But
it would be nice if.
It's nice to have you back in D.C. It's been, 7 years?
Yeah. All right, hold on, man.
All right.
Gilbert's all upset. Hey, I'm dealing with it, man.
Hey, man.
It's cool, dude.
You just threw it on me, man.
Was it a setup?
I was in the middle of a joke, man. And you just spooked out the whole audience, man.
And, all right, so we have 36 and 69. This is Philadelphia. Hi.
Hey, what's up, Eric?
You want to guess how many mans and dudes?
We'll say 53.
53.
53.
And I think I got a guess for your, when that guy called.
Oh, yeah?
Bonnie Raitt.
Bonnie
Nah.
Raitt? Nah,
She
man.
just played in Philly.
All right, man. Hold on.
All right, thanks.
Hey, that might have been Bonnie Raitt. But blonde.
And
She's
Brazil.
Right. Okay. Hold on, man.
All right, man. Thanks.
Gilbert,
All right, man.
would you like to personally guess how many mans and dudes? Because you heard the whole conversation.
What, me?
Yeah.
I didn't hear the entire thing.
But based on what you heard, how many mans and dudes would you say?
Ooh.
Robin, you want to guess?
Gee, I almost believe it's near 100.
I think you're right. All right, Fred,
It was
you ring the
every
bell.
other word, practically.
Gilbert's completely stymied over there.
I'm stymied.
Man.
Wait a second.
And I always...
How can you not get it? I thought it was funny.
It's not. It's not
Okay,
funny.
it's not
You're my
funny,
friend, man.
man.
There it is. All right, this is going to be a lot. This is going to be a lot. Where the hell is this tape start and end? All right, let me take a commercial break. We'll start the tape right after these words.
Past lives.
Oh, past lives. Gilbert, you like to play games, right?
Always.
At
man.
Caroline's, man.
Yeah, man.
I think 100 is a very safe bet.
I'm telling you, they
100's a
were
lot.
flying, though. I mean, it's a half-hour conversation, isn't it?
I'm going to go with 47 mans and dudes.
47.
Robin's at 100. I'm at 47. I can't imagine that I threw in 100.
I'll say 80.
All
Let
right.
me say 80.
Gilbert? Come on, man.
50.
Very close to number 3, who has 53. So that'll be interesting to see how that works out.
That's a strategy, man.
Yeah. Gilbert's smart, huh? The way he plays? He plays to win, man. All right, anyway. Speaking of playing to win, you got to go with this great new game. This great new game, what the hell? This is Car Cash.
Oh.
Now, I was playing Past Lives just the other night, and I played vigorously.
Yeah?
I played, I stole, I cheated, I did everything. I had sex with young boys. This was unbelievable. I did everything. It's 20 times more intense than Monopoly. Turns out I was John Wayne Gacy in a former life. And actually, I was playing Past Lives. And what's great about it is you play the board game, and you go through this whole thing, and at the end, you get to find out who you were in a past life. You consult this big book. It turns out, in a past life, this is so mind-blowing who I was. You wouldn't believe who I was.
Who were you?
Sam Kennison.
No.
He is dead to us.
I was Yale Booska.
Who's that? Yale
The guy who murdered the guy named Charles Washington.
Who's Charles Washington?
Guy who killed a guy in a car. That's who I was. It was weird. No, you find out who you are. You could be Gandhi. But you'll find out who you are. It's a cool game. Available at Walden Books in New York and Philadelphia and at Wanamaker's in Philadelphia. The game is called Past Lives. You know what I decided?
What?
I decided we ought to play like 5 minutes of the tape, start counting mans, and then Gary will do the rest of the counting in the back.
Yeah, because we can't do the whole
Yeah,
tape.
we can't do the whole tape, man.
Can't do the whole tape, dude.
Man. I just re-queued and I hear... Like,
Hey, man, like, we can't do the whole tape.
I hear Sam Manning and me Manning
I
at one
told
point.
you, they were flying all over the place.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Anyway, Northville is a...
Really is funny.
Yeah, I don't know how long we can stay mad at him. It's just too good. We have to have like some kind of like...
I'm feeling bad. That
Yeah, me too. Call him up, Gary. Tell him maybe we'll reconsider.
No, not today. Not today.
Not at all.
Today.
No. Northville is a specially formulated detergent-rich gas. It really is. Man. The other night, I'm driving around Saturday night, and one of those little things go off on the car, like a little bulb lit up. So I said to my wife, did you see that little bulb light up when you drive this car? She drives it all the time. She goes, oh, yeah, that lit up like yesterday, too. So I go, don't you check that? So it had a little battery thing on. It turned out the coolant was down, the level.
Really?
So I drove to all these gas stations on a Saturday night. Nobody's around, but at the Northville, somebody was around.
That's good.
They hooked me up with some water, man.
Some dude. We always gave you water, man.
Yeah, man. All the years I'm on your show, man. So anyway, man, get your Northville gas. You know it's cheaper than the other gasoline because they import it into this country. They're actually the importers. They decided to open up a few stations, Matt.
Dude.
You can get your mugs this week at Old Bridge, New Jersey, Route 9 South. It's called Northville Gas. That's where you want to go. They're the importers of gasoline. That's why it's cheaper. All right, 8:53. All right, we'll play a few minutes, and we should get to the news.
All right.
Gilbert's here. He's going to be at Caroline's starting tomorrow night and finishing up when? Thursday?
Yes. Tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday.
Man.
Caroline's at the Seaport, man. And you know, if you don't come, then that just makes me look like a jerk in front of my listeners, man. That makes me, I don't see what the joke is, man. This makes me look like a jerk in front of my listeners.
Gary, you ought to pick up the people on hold and get their phone numbers in case they win, man. Because you're an idiot, man. I always have to tell him what to do. He doesn't think for himself.
I love it when he says, I've been making it since 85, man.
Yeah. Making what?
He was making, I guess, his career.
Oh, the money.
I've been making it since 85, man.
All right, Freddie, you ready with the bell? Okay, here we go. Sam, you're on the air.
Oh, okay. How you doing?
All right.
First of all, Mitchell didn't threaten anybody. He called up because he was upset that you were making jokes about my brother's side. Which
I didn't make jokes about your brother's
side, my friend. That's
I didn't make a joke about your brother's side.
I haven't changed. It's a practical joke, and I'm sorry about that. I did not know you were going to freak out and turn on me like a rabid dog, man.
What? Man, you made me look like a jerk.
I didn't know you were going to turn on me, and all of a sudden I'm a jerk.
No, you made me a jerk. You made me look like a jerk.
It was just to get you, that's all.
Why get me, man? Why get...
I thought it was the show business kind of a gag.
Yeah, I invited the press, and you made me look like a jerk.
I'm in the middle between you guys, man. I'm in the middle.
No, you're not.
So
stay out of it, man. What did I ever do to you? Was I ever bad to you?
I did not try to set you up.
Was I bad to you or something?
No,
What did I
thought
do?
It was funny if a guy came in and pulled down his pants.
Nah, it's not funny.
Wait a minute.
That's real funny on the radio, a guy pulling down his pants.
You know,
that didn't happen.
It was my attempt at joke.
That didn't even happen.
You know.
Wait a second, was that one?
They've been slipping in there.
All right, that was 7. I'm up to 7. I'm at 7, okay. A guy wrote in about your brother's suicide, number one.
With his own radio show, you know, it's like all you do is like turn on me, man.
Yeah, we turned on you a lot, Sam.
I really turn on you a lot.
That's what it takes to be your friend to be on the show. To never have me on the show. It's up to you.
Okay.
I don't care.
Hey, first of all, number one.
Get your information right. Instead of these losers calling up, making up stuff that happened at the show.
Whatever, man. I know what happened here. Hey, hit the bell. Hey, Freddie, give me that damn bell, will you?
That was a man, yeah.
That's a man.
That was a definite man.
It's only funny when you hit the bell. You're sort of making the bit this time. All right.
Mr. D and I have feelings, too.
Hey, I have a lot of feelings.
That was a joke. I didn't trash.
Pay attention, man.
That wasn't
a man. Okay.
You?
You did. You trashed me. You told me you were coming in. You told me you're bringing Bon Jovi, and you set me up.
Everybody, for a guy who's supposed to be the master of that kind of stuff.
I'm not then, I guess.
I guess not, man.
Yeah, I guess not.
You turned on me like a rabid dog.
There isn't a person that didn't...
Both of you, man. All of a sudden, I got to find out what you really feel about me and how you feel about my friends who have accomplished a little bit in their lives.
Whatever.
Yeah, I found out what you really
we found out how you feel about us, too, when a Bon Jovi comes into your life.
And we found out how you feel about us. That was a man. I'm up to 12 mans already. Anybody else? 12. Yeah, 12.
Son, I feel used, man.
And we found out how we... Hey. 3Q. Oh, 3Q. We got to get a quicker rapid bell.
13.
Ready? How you feel about us when Bon Jovi comes into your life? It was more than a practical joke. It embarrassed me in front of my fans.
All of a sudden it's time to play a prank on Stern.
I'm sorry. I did not know you were going to overreact and freak.
Man, you didn't even come in. It would have been funny maybe if you came in at 7:30 and said, "Hey, man, I thought it would be kind of funny as a joke." But you don't call. The press is here, and Bon Jovi's a pussy, man. And if you want to hang around with Bon Jovi, hang around with him. Go to Russia with him. Do whatever you want with him, man. I think the guy's a jerk, but that has nothing to do with you. I sat with you, man.
Some people in this area like his music, man. He's only the number one band in the world.
A lot of 13-year-old girls.
Opinions for everybody, Hal.
Your fans don't like that kind of music, man. They dig Guns N' Roses.
Because they're listening to stuff 30 years old.
Whatever, hey, man. Whatever you want to do, you do with Bon Jovi,
you've already
man.
done it, man. I can't forgive you for this crap you said about me today in history.
We're not asking. I'm not asking forgiveness.
Nobody asked you to forgive a thing.
I don't want forgiveness.
Tell me exactly how you feel about me and how you feel about Alan and Mitchell.
I don't want forgiveness, man. I am burned by you.
Jump on me for the joke.
You burned me. That was a double man, if you noticed.
There were two
you were manning at the same point.
That was very good.
There was another one earlier.
We're up to 25 mans.
25, right?
Yeah, you got 25, right?
You got that double one earlier?
Yeah.
Because he manned and you manned at the same time.
Got it down.
All right.
And Fred even hit a double man bell. Very nice work, Fred. Ooh, standing ovation for Fred. First time on the show. And he's done so many brilliant bits, and yet this is the first time a standing ovation.
The double man.
Yeah, the double man of all things. Okay. All right. Should we continue? I'm into it.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, okay. I'm not even paying attention to the argument anymore. I'm
No,
just
it's
waiting
just
for
counting
man.
man.
Yeah.
No dudes yet.
No dudes.
Maybe that happens later.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
well, it gets into the dudes when you're worn out man.
Everybody ready?
Okay.
Let's go.
Me and my girlfriends and my friends.
You burned
fine,
me.
Man.
You burned me.
That's fine. And I'm glad I did if this is what you're about. I'm glad
Okay.
I found out instead of coming here and endorsing you with my following.
This makes a lot of
Like, you're
sense.
the only funny guy in comedy. Give me a break, man. You go after everybody.
this
This is how you really feel, Sam.
Well,
This is how you really feel. I think you said that last night.
Can't take a joke. That's what it's about.
Well, this is how you really feel, isn't it?
How do you expect me to be out there 2 days and listening to your mouth, man?
Hey, this is kind of interesting. You go to the Bon Jovi concert, you say, if I was any kind of man, I would show
I
up.
did my video for free, all right?
Does that count as a man? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
If I was any kind of man.
That would have been good, man.
If I was any kind of man. You were any kind of man, dude.
Man. We're up to 29.
Wow.
Jackie? Yes, sir. 29, okay. What was my vote?
You
I had
were at 50.
No, yeah, I'm 50.
See, I think I'm going to
Gilbert's
win.
50. I'm 47. Obviously, I'm going to be out of here.
Just on man's alone.
Number one already is like almost up
Forget
there.
about
All right,
it.
let's keep going. How many are we up to? 29.
The guy that did my video for free.
What'd you pay Howard for filming in here?
What'd you pay
And
me?
doesn't go around taking pictures with dice because it's like a promo thing.
What'd you pay me?
Huh?
What'd you pay me?
What did I say you? You weren't in my video.
Nah, I just helped you sell a lot of concert
You're not
tickets.
going to be in the video. You know that.
All right, so good. I don't want
I
to
didn't bring any entertainment to your show. Like I sat on there like a lump on the log.
Hey,
Give me a
man,
break,
let me just say something.
I always worked my butt off in your show every time, and I always had a blast doing it.
Hey.
I always look forward to it. It's the funniest radio show in the country.
I thought we had a friendship, man.
I thought we did, man.
And I thought that
mean,
we were close.
Friends can be mad. Friends can mess up, and friends can be mad at each other and go, man, you
Hey,
shouldn't have done
friends
it.
can call and say I made a mistake, too.
Was that a man right there?
Yeah, that was a man. He
That
said
was?
friends can make a mistake, man.
Okay, I didn't hear that. I might have to back that up for Judge of Recall here. Hold on a sec. I did not hear
I heard it.
Turn it
Little
back,
bit.
man.
Here we go.
No, we did too, man.
And I thought that we were right.
Friends can be mad. Friends can mess up, and friends can be mad at each other and go, man, you
Hey,
shouldn't have done
friends
it.
can call and say I made a mistake, too.
Yeah, friends can call us.
Call me all the stuff that you've called me for 2
Friends
days.
could have called
and
yesterday.
Try to send people out to yell dice in my shows and then make fun of my brother's side, man.
Hey, first of all, we didn't
I'm
make
not
fun.
a log, dude.
All right,
I got feelings
dude.
too. I weren't my friends.
There was a dude in there.
Yeah, I'm not a log, dude.
All right, we're up to 34. Everyone with me?
I think there was a very
man at the beginning of a sentence.
very hidden man.
All
Yeah.
right, we'll go with 35 then.
Did we cover that one already?
No,
when
we
you
covered
rolled
that
it
one.
back,
No, we
you
covered that. I'm up to 34.
Yeah.
I know where I'm at.
Well, you got the dude now? That
Yeah,
began
dude
a
is in there.
sentence with man.
Dude is in there.
Yeah, there was a very lost one that we all missed, I think.
Really?
Well, if a man is that lost, I don't know that it can.
Forget it, man.
If a man is in the desert, if a man is lost,
Oh, no.
Is he a dude?
All right, let's go. We're up to 34. If a man is lost in the woods, is he a rabid dog, man?
Would you dish your man?
This your man. All right, number one, we didn't make fun of your brother's side.
Yeah, but what do you call that little crack?
Somebody wrote a letter.
Somebody
we
wrote
read.
a letter.
Funny, man.
Somebody wrote a
Man.
letter.
It's been a year, so I guess I'm over it. I hope it happens to you.
Somebody wrote a letter about it, number
Do
one.
you have any family members that could do that, man? I hope they blow their brains out. and
Somebody
I'll
wrote
be
a
so
letter.
funny.
You know, man, you're not
You
even
did
listening.
jokes that morning.
You're
Another
not
man
listening.
wrong.
Forget. Oh, there's a lot of man's going to be
Yeah.
flying now, Fred. Here we go. We're up to 37.
Oh, and that's why you're using this lame excuse to try to get out of it.
You're wrong, and
That's why
you're.
Bon Jovi didn't come in because they wouldn't
Good.
get their point of view
Good.
across. It's your way and it's your show, which is
Hey,
fine.
keep pulling little pranks for Bon Jovi. Have fun.
Yeah, go ahead,
Yeah,
man.
great, man.
Diss your
Fine,
friends.
whatever. Be babies. Go ahead. Be
Did you get
immature,
both of
man.
those?
Diss your friends,
Be a
man.
child.
Just your friends. That's it.
Yeah, you're my friends. Great friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, my bitches want to thank you, too. My
Good.
bitches that I hang out, that I pay to be with, that have no shame to be with me. You're my friends.
Yeah, you're my friend.
I guess
You made
have
me
an
look
open
good in
license
front of
to
my
say whatever
listeners.
You want about me? Is that what it's about?
You made me look good in front of my listeners. You really made me
All
look
I
like
did was
a.
not show up with John Bon Jovi.
Yeah, and I brought the press in, and I looked like a jerk.
It was
And
a funny prank.
in the newspapers today, they're talking about how you burned me, and you know,
You
man.
just can't take it,
I
but we got one over on you. That's
Hey,
what you can't handle.
what I don't understand is what I don't understand is what did you get over on me? Sam did a man underneath me.
Yeah.
It's 41. I'm up to 41. Anybody else?
That's what I got, too.
Okay.
All right. Because they've been flying here.
The mans are flying. There's multi-leveled mans going on here. Not a lot of dudes, though, Gilbert.
No. I think we were wrong on the dude.
Yeah.
I thought there were more.
But all right, dude is figuring into the contest. We can't change the rules halfway through.
I guess dude is an annoying enough word that
Yes,
just
that sticks out.
Yeah.
It's good for 10 mans. Like
Yeah, exactly.
We should have weighed.
Yeah, exactly.
A dude counts as 10 man. All right. Let me just take a breather here for a second. It's hard counting.
I'm telling you. Everybody ready?
Okay, Fred really relies on you getting that bell
Like a
off.
60s movie. Man.
I feel like Link from Mod Squad.
You're starting to act like the face in the crowd by Andy Griffith.
What did you get over on me? What? That you said you're bringing someone in and you didn't bring him in?
Act like, man.
What are you getting over on me?
We set you up. It was
You
funny.
set me up?
It
What
was
did you set
funny.
me
Yes,
up?
you bought it hook, line, and sinker, man.
So who wouldn't, though?
Yeah, I thought it would be great ratings. I thought
The
it'd be
thing
funny.
is, you did it for Bon
Like, this
Jovi.
isn't great
Why didn't you
ratings.
do it
Give me
for
a break.
Sam?
Why didn't you do it for Sam? Why do you do it for Bon Jovi? What are you, the court jester?
I thought it was funny. I think the feud between you guys is a little silly myself.
Okay, so maybe it is silly, but
And
why
that's
do
why
you...
that's the whole point,
But
man.
why
I
don't
thought
you
it was
let us
silly.
in on
Man,
a joke?
you know.
Why don't you let us in on a joke? Why make me the brunt of a
Hey,
joke? Have I been such a bad guy to you? I don't get it. I don't even understand.
What did I do before that, Howard? What did I do before that?
I don't know.
When did I ever cross you?
What did I ever do? Who did The Last Man, Sam?
That was Sam.
Yeah.
You caught that? Gilbert, are you paying attention?
Yeah, I was trying to. That one I got mixed up.
You're busy drinking juice.
I'm busy drinking
Hey, man,
juice.
every time you come in here, you drink juice,
Drink juice, man. Why don't you drink soda, man?
Should we let Gary do the rest of the counting?
Oh, I'm into it.
All right. Everyone wants to know the end.
Where are
Okay.
you at, Howard?
3 years. I haven't been on another radio station.
I'm up to 44. What about you?
Right.
Okay.
This station in this town.
I
I've
know.
been totally loyal to you, man.
And I've been totally loyal to
Everybody wanted to
you.
interview me in this town, man. I never did them, just you, always.
So the same
I
with
think
us.
You guys do that commercial that they chopped up and promised me it would be one way.
Hey,
and
we
it
don't
turned out
have
another,
anything
man.
to do
Hey, I don't have anything
Right,
to
there
do
was a
with that,
man
man. I don't have a thing to do with that.
You missed one. We missed
There was
I don't
a
have.
missed man.
Well, what do you have? How many?
Sam had a man in there.
All right, how many you got, Jackie?
5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 48.
Okay, then I missed one. It's
Yeah,
because
right.
I had 47. All right, 48.
There was one underneath.
All right,
there.
here we go. There was a multi-leveled man there.
yeah.
That,
Yeah, when I was talking about the commercial.
Wait a second, we're up to 48. That was my guess was 47.
See, you're already out of it.
Yeah, but Robin, you're at 80. You might take this, but you might be over.
I might be over, but I think I'm going to be all right.
All right, man. Gilbert, you're at 50, and we're slowly approaching that. We got two
Yeah.
more to get to you.
Yeah.
I never thought there'd be that many men.
I think there was a lot of
Yeah, I'm
You
screwed.
you should have stuck with 100. You would have taken it.
But as long as I got the highest one, right?
No, well, yeah, you have the highest one,
So
but
as long as I don't go over, I
Yeah.
mean under.
Howard, the lady from New York, is out of it.
Of course.
and number 2 is 69.
Wasn't
Man,
there 53?
there's a 69 and a 53.
Did we say it was the closest without going over?
Right.
Right.
Okay, because Vicky, our New York listener, had guessed 36.
Right.
And then Tom, our Philly listener, had 53.
Yeah, well, we haven't gotten to 53 yet.
But Larry, our Washington listener, had guessed 69.
Right.
we
All
have
right,
to
so
guess-
he's okay so far.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
And Gilbert's at 50. I'm at 47, and Robin's at 80. All right, let's see.
No,
Nothing to do with it.
I've
This-
always been loyal to you, man.
Tom G.
Man.
Man. Tano called you to do it, and I said, hey, listen, Sam, I don't want to do anything, man, about this commercial. I don't know anything about it. I think it would be a nice gesture, but listen, don't do it if you don't want to do it. I have nothing to do with what they paid you. I have nothing to do with how they chopped it up. I have nothing to do with that. I had nothing but respect for you, man. You were my friend, and the thing was, man, you set me up and made me look bad in front of my audience, man. This is how I make my living.
But I think your audience could handle it. I thought it was funny. I think
Bon
it's a
Jovi
feud
screwed
between
me.
you, Silly.
Bon
I'd
Jovi
like to see
screwed
you guys
me.
work it out because I'm stuck in the middle.
Yeah, well, we worked it out.
We worked it out.
No, okay, fine.
We're all worked out. I don't
Fine,
care about the
You got to deal with
guy.
one thing, Howard. Whatever you want to do about this, you got to deal with one thing, man. I always loved you.
Man.
I was always loyal to you. I've been here. I've been making it since 1985. I haven't done any other radio station in this town but yours. And I
Yeah.
always said you're the best, and you are. You have the only radio show like this in the country, man. And I'll always give that to you. And it was my idea, and I'm sorry. I didn't think it was going to explode into something like this. But, man, you have hurt my feelings the last 2 days.
Well,
and, yeah,
I'm hurt
I guess
too.
I have it coming. Fine, I have it coming. But I can't, I don't know if I can forgive this stuff, man.
Well, I don't know if I can
You're
either.
a vicious f***ing guy, man.
Hey,
Well,
wait,
by
wait,
my
wait,
action,
easy,
dude,
easy.
we don't need it.
Well, fine, you don't need it.
Oh, if I'm a vicious dude, you're
Yeah,
just
you're
as vicious as
man.
me.
You're vicious.
Yeah, that was real
Fine.
nice what you
And
did.
You're very
And what was the
vicious,
point of the
too.
joke? What was the point of the joke? Was that a second dude?
There was 3 dudes.
Dude,
there.
all right. I'm up to 61 then. I'm following this, believe it or not. I'm up to 61 here. This is unbelievable.
We all duded in that.
Now, no wonder you heard so many dudes. You caught it at the end.
Did you notice that you had 3 mans in one sentence?
Yeah. I could work man into like 19. Out of 19 words, I hit 3. 3 of them were man. Hey, man, little man. Get the joke.
Oh, man. How can you not get it? I thought it was funny.
It's not. It's not funny.
It's not
You're
funny,
my friend, man.
Sorry, I messed up.
This is too weird. I don't get it. I don't understand why the guy would
We
do
sat
it.
around all day. What the hell was he doing?
And the whole day yesterday, I'm like, I don't get why the guy would do it. Well, maybe he is. I don't know.
You'd even set up your own audience to go follow that jerk, man. That's what a nice guy you are.
Okay, maybe I'll set him up.
Set him up, man. If you can turn your crowd onto that guy and call that comedy, help yourself. Then that's not my audience.
Oh, so it is Dice. Because we had Dice on the show.
No,
you hate our guts.
All I know is Bon Jovi was
at my show last night.
Bon
What
Jovi.
about that, Robin?
What?
You guys think you were
Can't take a joke? Can't take a joke? It was a joke, man. I thought it would be funny.
You didn't get it?
About my little brother Kevin this morning. That's
Nah, come on. Don't even throw that in my face. I didn't say a thing about your
You
brother.
knew exactly where it was going to hit when you read it, man.
No, man, I read it off of facts that came in.
Man, you go for anything you can.
Get out of here.
People.
I never said a joke about your brother. And number 2, the point is, man.
Why don't you put back your own
yelling.
piece, so
Okay, maybe we will. Yelling
Run
about.
back.
Yeah, okay,
Did
I
you
will.
hear it on a tape or did you?
What? Was that? Oh, I thought that was you
No,
live.
no.
Oh, okay. How many mans do you think we're up to? I'll tell you.
I don't know.
We're up to 70.
70 on the nose, right?
Yeah. In fact,
I got a great idea for the next set of Who tickets, too.
you do what?
But
I think I
don't want to
win.
tell you yet.
Okay.
Let's move on.
Okay.
I think I win.
Yeah, you're gonna win. You already won. No, not necessarily. You did not win yet.
69 was the highest besides me, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, that listener's going to take the listeners. That guy's going to be.
Yeah,
given.
he's probably going to.
Let's tell number 2 he won already. Gary, line up number 2. Gilbert is so excited. I just think this contest stemmed from your observation.
Yes.
So number 2 has you to thank.
Number 2 has me to thank, man.
Yeah, man. You know,
because I was there for you, man. And you ditched me, man.
Hey, man. A lot of hey mans in there.
Hey, man.
Oh, did you hear from Mitchell Walters? Who's been up for 4 days.
2 days. What are you kidding?
Yeah, good. Well,
You mentioned your brother yesterday, right?
It's been interesting to see how you guys really feel about me.
So when I was on
I'm
the show,
a clown and you make fun of me.
Yeah, and when I was on the show, man, sitting here going, "Hey, where's Sam? What's going on? I don't understand why
No
you do this
call,
to me.
no
call,
nothing.
nothing." I waited
You
till
had
10.
plenty of time. There was 4 hours yesterday. You could have called.
I
us.
waited till 20 at 10 to hear from you. But you're sitting back there plotting with Bon Jovi against me. Laughing. Bon Jovi's been plotting against me a lot. You know, it hurts my career, man, when a guy goes on. I helped him out in the beginning, and then he goes on every damn radio station, even a homo station like PLJ, and then the guy burns me because his record company tells him something. The guy's just a loser, man. In my book, I don't care if he sold $80 million worth of albums. I don't want to know from him. And it's the same thing, man. You plan a joke on me. I look like a jerk sitting here. I don't get a phone call. At least call up and say, "Hey, man, I'm doing." Even on Dick Clark's Practical Bloopers, Bleeps, and Blunders, they tell
They
you.
eventually call in and say, "Hey."
How am I supposed to know this is some kind of joke on me?
We were all day with, what the hell was Sam doing?
What does
it mean?
I like walking around, everyone saying, "Hey, I thought this guy's your friend, man. You look like an idiot. You look like a jackass. The guy jerked you off." I mean,
There's
what do you
some
think?
friends you got. Why did you pay so much attention to Sam if this is what he does to you?
Man, I'm the worst perpetrator.
I know, you're man and man.
I lost the contest for myself.
Robin hasn't said it once.
I know.
I would never
gonna
say man.
I was going to say, where's Robin's man?
I do, but I don't man.
Yeah. That's a nice dude, but you don't man.
No, man. I never do it, dude. Because you're a mean dude.
We are up to number 76, okay?
Jeez.
Here we go. It's almost over, isn't it?
I think so.
Okay. Man, I would have done anything for you. I don't do that for anybody. Man.
Well,
ask my audience, man, that's been listening to me for 10 years. I don't do it for anyone.
I'm very sincere about what I would like to
If anyone's counting at home, I threw that man in line. So people do get confused.
see you guys work it out. But
I don't care about
I know
that.
you don't,
It's not
all
up
right?
to
I know
you.
you don't, all right? Your friends aren't allowed to make a mistake. I'm sorry. Your friends, the guys you love,
I mean, the first
aren't
thing,
allowed
man,
to make a mistake. That's what it's about, right?
as soon as you didn't call in at 20 at 10, I started making calls saying something's happened to
No,
Sam.
way
There's something
before
wrong.
2010, man, you were riding me.
Man.
At 20 at 10, I
I was
started
already
because
a jerk. I was already a turncoat.
for an hour, Sam threw a man
Yeah,
in.
he got a man.
He was a quick man, I heard it.
We're up to 80 already. You're on the
I'm
nose
there,
now.
I'm there.
It was a subtle man, but it was a.
It was definitely a man.
It was
Are you
definitely a man.
Are you guys curious to know how many mans total there are?
How many right now?
Right now it's 80.
Oh.
But
Yeah,
Should
we
we
want to
keep
know.
going?
Yes.
All right.
Or, I mean, why don't you work for the Rolling Stones?
Well,
man?
where were you,
Let's just,
Sam?
create life as you see it for everybody.
Where were you?
Yeah, for an
I'm
hour
in
and
my
a half.
hotel.
Doing nothing, right?
Yeah,
We're
doing
sitting here
nothing.
jerking off.
I'm waiting in my car, man.
And for an hour and a half, man, I'm sitting there worried that something happened to you. Man, that's
And
me.
then when I realized, man, what was going down, that you were just screwing me, I just said, hey, forget this guy, man. Forget it.
Well, if that's what you want to do, then forget me.
I don't get it. I don't get it, Sam.
Huh? But, this is the wait a second. This is
What
the
are you guys all sitting-
In your rationale, when you were sitting around thinking this out, you said this was going to be a lot of fun.
You didn't even tell me you were going to call him and set me up on your own show. This is the guy that doesn't get it.
What, Bob
Why don't you
Goldthwait?
get it, Howard?
We decided to do that together on the
No,
air.
we didn't.
We didn't?
Oh, get out of here. It was no surprise. We said, let's call Bob.
You had his number set. You set me up. You know you had his number, and he set that whole thing up.
I've had
And
his
you go,
number for
hey,
years.
Hey, why don't we call him? You knew you wanted to set me up for that.
Set you up. I said, hey, you want to call?
Yeah.
You could have said no.
Yeah, whatever. Well, dice is the future.
You could have said no to Bob Goldthwait
twisted
calling.
your-
Yes. That was a man.
Yes.
That was a man.
definitely
Dice is the future
That was a
man.
man.
Oh, I thought that was a babe.
No, that was a man.
No, that was a man.
That was a babe.
Babe is a
That was
whole
no
new
babe.
contest.
That was
Babe
no
is
babe.
different.
I couldn't say no to the Bon Jovi bit.
Dice is the future.
Me and Sam are street, you know, we use that man thing. No babe. Babe is strictly L.A.
Well, maybe he is.
Oh, I think there was a man.
another man.
That was a
That was
man.
a quick man.
We're up to 88.
88.
You should have stuck with your original
I'm in
100.
solidly at 80.
Yes.
If you keep telling me,
Hey,
maybe I'll believe
apparently
it.
he's had some hostile feelings all this time. He's been waiting for an opportunity like
Whatever.
this, and he used
You
it.
guys are not my friends either.
Whatever.
You know, I was trying to make a practical joke. I've done stuff like that. You know, you guys attack me like rabid dogs. That's how you do really feel about me. And, you know,
We don't know what
there's
to
nothing
feel,
I can do
man.
about
Sam,
that.
we were
But I don't
really
do it,
hurt.
man.
I mean,
We
it's
were
very
really-
yes.
Yes.
You can hurt us.
Yes.
What? Seems to
Roll
be
it
some
back.
argument.
Roll it back.
That was a man.
That was a man.
Yeah, it was a man.
Why would he
was
say
a man.
It was a
Ann?
man. That might have been an ant. You might have said Ant. You might have called me Ann Howard.
Yeah. You might have mistaken him for Anne Frank.
Ann, man. All right, here we go.
In a language
We
of
were
anybody,
hurt.
Man.
We were really
Man.
hurt.
You know,
We're
you guys
sitting
make my
here
enemies
hurt,
look like
wondering
friends.
what the hell kind of friend did we make?
What do you think? I want to look like some kind of pussy on the air?
Well, a little
yeah,
late for that. You got stuck, man. You got had.
Yeah, I got had.
Yeah, you
by
did.
my
Friends
friend.
do that to each other.
Not by Bon Jovi. Not
Yeah.
by Bon Jovi.
Yeah.
By you. I got
You were
had.
the only one who could have done it, Sam.
Yeah.
You used our trust.
Because we trusted you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
You
you're the
trust
only
me
one who
so
could get
much.
away
10
with
minutes,
that.
When I'm out there 10 minutes, how much you trust me goes into, he's a jerk, he can't, he's through, he'll never work in this town.
Well, when somebody-
He's a fat guy.
when somebody-
His girls are with him because of the money,
When
he
so-
had to get Penny Martin. You know, when you just write, when you just expose every embarrassing aspect of my life. That's what you do best.
And what did you do?
exposed us.
You exposed us, man.
We were sitting
You
here
exposed
with
us.
egg on our
I
faces,
make a little
Sam.
money too, not just in 3 cities.
You exposed us. So you exposed me to ridicule, but that's okay, right? Because it's a
Hey,
joke.
you're not Dan Rather. I thought it was a comedy show.
It is a comedy show, but what kind of comedy is that?
I thought it was funny.
Screwing your friend over.
Well, you had your own personal little joke going on
No,
our
the
show.
original
And
thing
you're
was
in
that
on
a
it with
dancer
Bon
was gonna
Jovi.
Come in. I was going to be there. The dancer was going to come in.
I'm sorry, I can't take you to Russia with me, you know?
Yeah, that's what it's about.
Maybe.
Get some more psycho fans and create their own reality from last night. Nobody chanted dice. A couple people in the second show had some posters that said stern rules. And after hearing you put down my women and me and my whole friends and my whole life all
You knew
day,
this was going to happen. You had deja
and
vu,
then
huh?
challenge
Yeah.
people to go out and ruin my show. How favorable do you think I'm going to be about you, man?
Well, what did you do to us yesterday, Sam?
Whoa, look at
What
this.
were we doing here for
I
4
made a
hours? We were doing a
mistake.
show,
I made a mistake.
okay? That was a show we do.
I made a mistake, and
If you want to hit 100, you better keep them on the phone a little longer. We're up to 95 mans
Wow.
and dudes. 95 mans and dudes. In
I
one
told you,
conversation.
I could just, they were flying furiously.
You should have stuck with 100. You might be
Yeah.
hit, 100 might have hit it right on the nose.
Yeah.
How much time is left on this?
I don't know. I thought it was over last time. But we're still going.
A minute? Okay, here we go.
When Robin goes into her
Anybody want to take side bets on how many mans and dudes in a minute?
107.
You have 107.
In the minute.
We're up to 95.
Oh, in the last minute?
Yo, you said you go, the total will be 107? Is that what you're saying?
You
Oh, you're taking total. You
Yeah.
think it's going to be 107?
yeah. It's going to get crazy right at the end.
I say 109.
Huh.
I'm real proud of myself.
Why?
I feel like I've created a new board game.
Yeah. All right, no side bets. Here we go.
Look, this is our
got
work.
press out of it. This is probably
All right,
got
this
more
is
ratings.
our
You can
work.
ride this for a week.
This
Don't
is
act
our
like
work.
it hurt your show.
No, this is our work, though, man. I mean,
And you didn't care what happened this
Nothing.
morning
Brother,
or
you're such
yesterday
a phony.
morning.
First of all, I don't even have to
Oh.
reply to you
I blew-
because you're nothing but a snake, man.
That's
Come on, Fred.
And I learned it from you, okay?
You never trusted me. You set me up, man. I don't know what you feel about the girls and myself and my friends.
Hey, you blew me off
Yeah,
and you blew Robin off.
I did to find out that you're those these kind of jerks, man.
Hey, we work
You're
really.
vicious people,
Oh,
man.
so what you do
deserve
is
each
you
other.
stab people
I hope
to
you
see
have a
what they
great
feel
career,
about
brother.
you.
Hey, man, we work really.
That was a good one.
You stab them.
101.
Ooh,
Wow.
man.
Oh.
I would have
101.
been in at 100.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, you got the winner on the phone, Gary?
No.
What happened? What happened, man?
What happened was, man, he had to go to work, man. So he won't be there for like another 10 minutes,
Oh,
dude. But
all right.
Whatever.
All right, well, he wins the Who tickets, a pair.
Right.
All right, 101 mans and dudes clocked in.
Wow.
I got a great way to give away another set, Howard.
What's that?
I got to listen to that conversation again, though.
No. Have somebody else do it, but take a listener from each city and have them guess how many of the 101 were yours.
Oh, no.
Oh.
We'd have to go through the tape again.
Very good.
All right.
Well, we will.
Maybe tomorrow. Yo, Gary will do it.
Yeah.
We'll give John something to do.
Yeah, man.
Man, I
That's a tough one, though.
like whenever there wasn't an answer, there was a however.
Oh, whatever.
Whatever.
Yeah. Whatever, man.
Yeah, whatever.
Sam reeled
like a
off
rabid
something
dog.
in
Whatever.
Whatever. Whatever, man.
It was a joke. However.
However. Whatever.
Whatever.
Wherefore.
However.
101 mans and
That's
dudes.
great.
Wow. Is that
Wow.
incredible?
That was fun.
Great.
There was some dudes right there in the middle. 3 dudes. Everybody duded at one
Hey,
time.
let's take a break and do some news.
Man.
All right, man? Joe Walsh was supposed to stop by, but obviously he got hung up at the airport or something.
Man.
Man.
Maybe he's scamming us, man.
Yeah. He's dishing us.
He's dishing us. Dishing.
He's dishing us.
It's like when Gilbert comes in and goes, Oprah.
Oprah.
Dish.
I could never quite get this.
This.
I could never quite say that. You're dissing me.
The consummate comedian, Gilbert Gottfried,
Yes.
will be appearing at Caroline's.
We were wrong.
Tuesday.
Gilbert is the future.
He is.
Yeah.
Hey, this is Sam Debate. Gilbert's the future man.
No, you see, I want to be at Caroline's Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and you know, you got people yelling dice, man. You got people yelling dice, man. What
was
kind
that?
of joke is that, man? To turn my friends against me, man.
All right. We'll be back right after these words, man. Michael Eisner, the chairman of the board for Disney, makes $40 million a year.
I know. Is that incredible?
Yeah.
That's
he
a
deserves
yearly
it.
salary.
He deserves it. He turned them around. They were on their way out.
I guess they have to pay him.
Yeah. Up until that point,
Their movie.
was dying. They
Yeah.
had a guy who used to lock all the Disney films in a vault, and he decided that, like, maybe once every 5 years he'd release them to the, to the movie theaters, and that's the way of making money. So Eisner came in and said, "Take all these, release them on videotape. We're going to make a fortune." And he did. I mean, why would you just release it to 1 or 2 theaters, or 50 theaters? You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, man.
That whole Disney,
know,
that
huh?
whole video market.
I started talking to Gilbert off the air, and then I started using man, and
Yeah,
I can't even talk to him now.
You said, you know how many mans there are on the tape, man?
We're sitting here discussing. We cannot believe how many mans were on there.
And most of them yours. I thought
Yeah.
it was more Sam, but you
Sam had a lot.
outmanned him.
I would say I outmanned him 3-1, but but there were plenty of his. I would say there were at least 25 Sam
In the
mans.
end, he got a few more in. Like, most of the mans at the end were Sam.
Yeah.
But you manned a lot right there in the middle.
Yeah, I had to. A man does what he has to do, man.
Man.
Hudson Toyota.
It's like an Elliot Gould film from the 60s.
They were so good, weren't they?
Yes.
Yes. What an important...
Whatever happened to him?
What had happened to him is he went temporarily insane and started carrying on the set of all these films. And even though he was the #1 box office at one point, all the filmmakers just said, "Hey, screw this guy.
Yeah, who needs it?
Let's get rid of him." That's what happened.
Sort of like what we said to Sam, man.
Yeah. They dissed him.
They dissed him.
Hudson Toyota. In fact, when I was out in California the last time, Elliot Gould was doing a commercial for this local... I forget what it was. You saw it, too.
Oh, I think I
Yeah.
saw that.
What is it for?
Doesn't he do a weight loss thing?
Yeah. It's like a weight loss program.
Yes, yeah, okay.
Good career.
And just think, he used to be married to Barbara Streisand. Couldn't take it that she made so much money.
Right. Yeah, that's a real horror when your wife makes millions of dollars. Yeah, I don't know. I could live with that.
He couldn't sit there in the mansion and shut up.
I'm only waiting for my wife to make a dime. I'm telling you. Now Elite Gould sits in the corner of the Friars Club and drools on himself. Shares soup with Howard Cosell. Howard, you going to drink that? Anyway, Hudson Toyota, the metro area's #1 volume Toyota dealer, has gone Camry crazy.
Camry crazy?
Yeah, Camry. Lisa, you're not up on cars.
Sorry.
You're not a car man.
I'm sorry, man. Dude.
But you're not a car man.
Hey,
I'm
man.
not a car man, dude.
Dude.
Hey, dude.
Man. If Gilbert was a car man.
Would he be a dude?
Man.
However.
All right, so.
Whatever.
The thing is, the Camry's really nice.
Whatever.
However. It's really a nice
It's a great car. Great family car.
And if you want a Honda.
A Honda?
Oh, what does this say? And why is there Honda written in here? With more power. Oh, and a higher level of standard equipment than Honda.
Oh.
Accord. Oh, okay. Well, hey, man.
Whatever.
If you want a Honda, man, you go ahead and get a Honda, man. Yeah, man. Because I don't, Oh, about face. It's Hudson Toyota, man. Do me a favor. If you're doing a Toyota commercial, don't put Honda in there. I kind of skip around the page.
Isn't there a rule about that?
Yeah, man.
They're the best. No, they're not.
We don't know who the best is. I just read the copy. No, if you're really looking for a Hudson Toyota, if it's Toyota Camry, you go to Hudson Toyota. Now, supplies are going
They're the
fast.
best, if that's the type of person you are. But they're the best.
Whatever.
If you want that sort of thing. But
While supplies last,
Yes.
I hate doing live commercials when Gilbert's here. Just 10 minutes from exit 15E of the Turnpike and 15 minutes from the Holland and Lincoln Tunnels in Jersey City. It's Hudson Toyota Camry. That's where you want to go for your Honda. No, that's where you want to go for your Toyota.
so you want to go for your Honda if you weren't listening when I said that you don't want to go there.
That's it. I'm spinning around like a weather vane.
This is better. This is better.
Visit their state-of-the-art facility on Route 440 in Jersey City, adjacent to the Hudson Mall, and see why the proven reliability, quality, and high-tech features of Camry, along with their unique volume pricing on over 600 new Toyotas in stock, make Hudson Toyota your first stop for real value.
Go there for a Honda if you weren't paying attention.
Well, it did say Honda in the commercial, saying that Toyota is better than Honda. That's the point. And it is. Everybody knows that. Have I dug myself out yet? All right. 929, 92.3 K-Rock, WYSP, WJFK. For Joe Walsh fans, I apologize that Joe isn't here, but...
Joe is supposed to be here by now?
He's with Bon Jovi at a press conference in St. Louis. Gilbert Gottfried, of course, is here. And if you want to see Gilbert, see him at Chuckles. Caroline's. It said Chuckles here. Oh, it says Caroline's is better than Chuckles. I see.
But Chuckles was mentioned in the copy.
Right, so what am I supposed to do? Guy's paying $1,500 a minute, and I can't read the copy for him. Now, you'll be at Caroline's Tuesday night, Wednesday night, and Thursday night.
Man.
Robin, what's in the news?
Whatever.
We have some horrible stories in the news, Howard.
Well, I'm sure Gilbert will make a total mockery of it.
Yeah, we'll make fun of them.
Anything horrible in the news this morning?
Yes. Did you hear about the little girl who was walking down the street with her sister and her grandmother and a beer bottle hit her in the head?
If a beer bottle hits...
It sounded like a joke the way she said, hey.
And then wasn't there a monkey talking in the bar?
Yeah, that's the two little girls and the grandmother. Girl gets hit by a beer bottle.
No, but it's true, and she died, right?
No, she's in critical condition. It hit her right in the top of the head.
Isn't she too young to drink?
Oh.
It said here in the copy that she was drinking.
Well, she's a bottle baby.
No.
No, but it was a horrible story. She's walking down the street, and some guy just chucked his beer
somebody
bottle.
was throwing a bottle out of a window or off a roof, and it was just totally random. Nobody meant to hit her, apparently.
Yeah.
And it just happened to hit her. You know, it's a 1 in a million chance of something like this happening.
What neighborhood was this?
In the East 21st Street?
East 21st.
That's down there in what?
Is
do
it
you
the Bowery or
consider that?
something?
What do you consider that area?
Gilbert, would you call that the Bowery?
East 21st?
Fred, what would you call that?
Gramercy.
Gramercy, yeah.
Around there.
Is that nice?
I'll call it that.
Nice area?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was walking past Phipps' house.
Phipps. Like as in the Phipps estate?
Yes, right. No, on
brand
East
was it?
26th Street. And they don't tell me what brand of beer it was. I don't think they want to mention that. But anyway, there she is in critical condition, and they don't know this is not funny,
Look,
Gilbert.
Gilbert's laughing into the...
4-year-old girl.
Gilbert, who are you, John Wayne Gacy?
I'm telling you.
Gilbert's like...
Oh, man.
It wasn't me who got hit by a beer bottle.
They won't know more about her chances of survival for several days, until, they see how well she wakes up. And
My grandmother got hit by a beer bottle.
No, this weekend?
Yeah, my other grandmother, my father's side.
Oh, boy. You told me she was dead.
And before she died, she wanted to know if the ratings in Washington, Philly, and New York are going to be up.
Also, there's the story of an ex-con who had just got a job as a nurse's aide.
Oh, yeah.
And on his first day of work, he killed his patient. Gilbert, you have a horrible sense of humor.
This guy has a good sense of humor.
Good screening system they had, huh?
I'm telling you.
First job he gets, he kills someone.
He's like, hey, man. Yeah, I saw that guy. I saw him on the news.
Yeah.
The minute they said you got the job, he shot them.
First of all, why would you have a male nurse?
This 87-year-old man who's had a stroke is coming home from the hospital, his first day home. He's looking forward to the barbecue with the family for Father's Day.
Oh, boy.
Sitting in his wheelchair looking at a Mets game. And this guy comes in and beats him to death.
His male nurse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the picture of the guy. You would never let this guy near your house.
Well, the thing is, his daughter was, supervising this whole thing. She comes home with the male nurse and her father. And she looks at the guy and she says, well, he was dressed sloppily.
Oh, man.
And several times he interrupted her, but she's like, I didn't think anything of it.
Yeah.
Whew.
No, you get, first of all, a male...
And what is this nurse's aid test all about? He said he took a test, he passed it. That's how this company apparently chooses its nurse's aid. They get a little test.
Plus, it's probably some old white guy living in a house.
87.
He's got this young, big black guy. He's going to be a little hostile.
And look at this. The family had just chipped in for an electric razor.
Because they didn't want any sharp razors around for him to get his throat slashed with. That's when I got my old man for a gift.
But did you chip in? How much is an electric razor?
We did chip in. I think that could have been my family.
Oh, man.
In fact, I just hired my father, a male nurse. Big black guy from...
Who just got out of jail.
Yeah. Electric razors are popular this year. We got the one that Santa actually skis down the mountain with.
And Norelco?
Yeah, Norelco.
Oh, dear. They say this William Brockmeyer may have argued with Victor Bell after seeing Bell return from a neighbor's home that had just been burglarized.
Oh, really?
And Brockmeyer became agitated and there was a confrontation. Bell ripped the phone off the wall and stole some tools before beating the partially paralyzed man about the head and chest and cracking 3 of his ribs. So there you have it. He was a devoted Mets fan and he will be missed. And that's what happened. And he didn't get to Father's Day. It's a shame. It was his first day home from the hospital.
Did he hear that Lenny Dykstra had been traded?
Thank goodness Kevin McReynolds was his favorite player.
Oh, really?
So he won't be upset about the trade.
I see. Yeah, thank God he went before the trade. But really, man, you never hire you really never do hire some guy.
No, you have to have some kind of a screening process before you let somebody into your home. You got to really check these people out. And the sloppy dress and the interruptions are an indication. You don't overlook things like that.
Hey, at least he didn't hit him in the head with a beer bottle.
That's the way you wrap the two together.
Meanwhile, Sean Brown has now been charged with murder. He goes to the University of Rochester. He's a pre-med student, and he was scheduled to transfer to Columbia this fall. He's an honor student. But this weekend, he stabbed his mother's live-in boyfriend to death.
Too bad he was going to Caroline's to see Gilbert. That's one less ticket that's sold, my friend.
I'm telling you. Mrs. Brown,
I guess there's
mother,
one giveaway.
Yeah.
Who works in the advertising department at Saks Fifth Avenue, says that her boyfriend, Ronald Butts, had been beating both of them for 2 years.
I guess he just got used to it.
Yeah, you think one of them would have said, hey, stop.
Well, they didn't want to get him angry or agitated.
Butts had served 8 years for a 1975 murder conviction, as well as additional charges on drug charges.
What's that abused woman joke?
What's the abused woman joke?
Why did the 40...
What do 40,000 battered women have in common?
What?
They don't know how to listen.
Oh, That's terrible.
Yeah.
He and Mrs. Brown had both been childhood friends and had been living together for 3.5 years.
Mrs. Brown, you've got a real dead boyfriend.
Yesterday, Sean heard butts.
Doesn't anyone suspect these ex-cons at all? I mean,
Really?
Why do you move in with them?
Well, who in their right mind thinks an ex-con is reformed?
Right, just because you grew up with him, the guy's murderer.
Yeah.
every one of these, like, Norman Lear shows has one episode where they want to hire an ex-con and the lead character goes, oh no, and they're shown as a jerk for not wanting to hire him.
Right.
What's
Like,
wrong with you?
Archie Bunker is shown to be an idiot because he didn't want an ex-con.
Turns out Archie Bunker knew what he was talking
Yeah,
about.
right.
Don't hire ex-con.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, Sean heard Butts threaten
Hi,
to kill
don't
his
hire
mother.
ex-cons.
Here's Gilbert Gottfried for ex-con.
Hi, Gilbert Gottfried for ex-cons. Don't hire ex-cons.
And then
They're in jail for a reason. They kill, they rape, they steal. Don't hire
Don't
ex-cons.
trust them. Butts then grabbed a carving knife from the kitchen and returned to the bedroom.
Look at Fred. Good idea.
What's going on? Are you all right? Her son shouted.
No, if he's carrying a knife.
The question further infuriated Butts, who
Butts.
came into Sean Brown's room waving the knife and saying he planned to kill them both.
Butts, nice name.
Yeah.
John Anus. Butts.
I saw he meant it, so I picked up a baseball bat and hit him over the back, Mrs. Brown said. Then he put me in a headlock. It's like wrestling.
Yeah.
And the next thing I knew, he was on the ground. Police said Sean, who had also armed himself with a butcher knife, seized another bat. The house was full of bats. Another bat and knocked him down. Still brandishing the knife, the convicted killer tried to rise to his feet when he attacked her son, and the son then stabbed him. So that's how it all happened. And the cops are saying if there's any justice at all, this will be ruled a justifiable homicide. But right now, the poor kid's in jail.
Oh, well. Now let's take a break. We'll come back with more news. Gilbert Gottfried at Caroline's Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and we'll be back right after this. Dig it, man. All right, man. You know, Bill Roselli, he's so great. You know, I have to move again. I have to call Bill Roselli.
Oh,
Can you believe I'm moving again?
Yeah. Boy.
that's incredible.
Yeah, sure.
Right. Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
babe.
babe. Yeah,
right. Yeah,
Yeah, babe, with this, like, whole Reagan thing, man.
man.
Yeah, the whole, like Bush administration, man. Yeah, sure.
The Belcher's real political, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, like the whole Contra. Yeah, man.
Yeah, right.
Sure.
Contras. Yeah, right. Yeah,
Contras,
like,
man.
yeah. Like, what do you support the Contras, man? Yeah, right.
Yeah, sure.
Right.
Yeah, like
right.
the whole Exxon, man. Yeah, right. Sure. Yeah, babe. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Now, see, I notice it when Belzer says "Mom," but I didn't ever notice that you said it that way.
I only say it when I'm really, but I do it a lot. But when I'm really arguing, I really get into it because then I just get nuts.
Yeah, like.
In fact, Gary called up the winner. I mean, everybody says it a lot. You just don't notice it if you use it properly.
Yeah.
Unless you're a wannabe and you use it kind of weird.
Right.
Like, excuse me, man.
Hey, man.
Gary called the guy up and he says, by the way, you won, and we send you some gifts, man. Oh no, he said, take it easy, man.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh
man.
no.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, like Noriega, babe.
Yeah, right.
Sure.
Right.
Sure.
Yeah, the whole Noriega thing.
No, Noriega thing, Sparky. Yeah.
When Belzer comes in, we'll count the babes.
Yeah, the babes and the men.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
sure.
sure.
Right. Yeah, like Noriega. Yeah, like Noriaga's a friend of this country. Yeah, right. Yeah, sure. Roselli, yeah. Roselli Moving Company. You gotta love them. You know, Roselli has to stand on 4 free wardrobe boxes just so he can look you eye to eye when he gives you that prize quote. He's the shortest guy I ever saw. How tall are you, Gilbert?
5'6", maybe.
Roselli's maybe 1?
Yeah, he's just maybe 5 feet even.
He's like Danny DeVito. He has to look up to look down. But seriously, 718-ROS. That's 1-S-E-L-L-I. If you want to move with somebody good in the tri-state area, use Bill Roselli. Bill Roselli. I'm wondering which line he's laughing at. You never know. Kill. When are you flying out to Los Angeles to do the movie?
I did it.
Oh,
You did it, man.
Yeah, I still had to do some more.
You did Dice's movie?
Yeah.
It's done?
Yeah.
How did you, seriously, did you memorize the lines for that?
I improvise around a lot of it.
You know what I discovered, Howard? Over the weekend, I heard a director saying Marlon Brando hates to memorize lines.
And he puts down little
And they
notes.
put cue cards around the set.
That's what I'm going to do for my movie.
And so you can do that. A lot of actors apparently do that.
Oh, good. Because I don't want to memorize lines. I'm not going to have time to memorize the lines.
You know the part, but you don't have to memorize.
There'll be some movie with
the
me looking
actual-
around, like squinting.
Yeah.
Well, you never noticed that in The Godfather, do you, with Marlon Brando?
He's like this.
Well, he had latex all over his eyes. So.
Can you imagine his whole... The guy's a big fat slob. He has nothing to do all day. He can't memorize lines.
He refuses. He don't have time for that.
Not only don't I want to act anymore, but if I do, if you pay me enough money, I will, but I'm not really going to put my heart into
He's
it.
trying to save the Indians.
Yeah.
They're paying him an incredible amount of money, but he can't memorize a line.
Yeah, right. So you flew out to Los
I
Angeles,
flew out to Los Angeles.
and how many days did you shoot for? This is the part, by the way, that I was supposed to get, except obviously I didn't impress Rennie enough.
Yeah.
So you ad-libbed the whole thing?
He didn't think you'd be convincing as a radio.
Yeah, right. Was there any, did you see Dice? Obviously you saw Dice.
Yeah.
How was Dice in it? Was he good?
Dice is great, man. He's the new king, man.
He's a future man.
Hey, man, yeah, right. Yeah,
Man.
right, man. Yeah, like
He's the
Dice.
new king, man.
Is Dice real thin for this? Because I know he's been training with some guy.
Yeah, now he's training. He'll be the next Joe Piscopo.
Yeah. He will, won't he? He's like training really hard.
He'll be in ads for, have you seen those ads?
Yeah, the holiday health
Yeah.
pod.
The Joe Piscopo ad.
Yeah.
With the girlfriend standing behind him because he's like, listen, I got to hold on to this, babe. Can you just put her in one
He
of the
snuck
shots?
her in. Did you see? She's not
Yeah.
in for a second, but she's in there.
But seriously, is Dice thin now?
Yeah.
Is he muscular?
He's muscular, and I think he waxes his arms.
He does, right? Did he
Yes.
tell you that?
Yes.
He called me up one night and he says, for this film, they want me to body wax all my hair because he's a real hairy guy.
Yeah.
So I said, yeah, do that. I guess guys who get into shape do that kind of stuff. He goes, yeah, but I don't want to do it. He said, I'm going to look like a jerk with my hair all body wax. These people are going to know from the last one. I said, look, Dice, if that's what they want you to do, just do it. And he wanted to do it. He was just
He didn't
embarrassed.
know how bad it would be.
Yeah. So what happened? You just went down and you just ad-libbed all the DJ parts?
I did some half and half.
You did some of the dialogue, and some of it was ad-lib.
Did you do the scene yet where you get electrocuted?
Oh, yeah.
And what do you have to do?
Which they sprayed me with mercuric acid.
Are you serious?
What?
To make my body steam.
Really? So
They
it's
sprayed-
special effects?
Yeah. Here, I'll show you something.
Oh, whoa.
He's got a burn?
What is that? Is that a real burn?
Yeah, that's a real burn.
He's got a big burn all over his stomach.
I was going to say, if somebody's spraying acid on you,
Show Robin.
something's going to happen.
Okay.
Oh,
Look at this.
Gilbert, you
Look
know
at- it's
that?
not funny.
Ooh.
And
Sue.
On the back, too?
Can you sue? Whoa, look at that. Oh, my God. Can you sue?
yeah.
Hey, his life is show business.
I wish I'd gotten that role. I would have been suing Dice.
20th Century Fox. I'm no schmuck. If it was a smaller company, I'd be suing.
So what happened? You do that scene, and do you scream during? You go, ah!
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
he's really burning.
Yeah, I was really burning.
Did you ask Dice what I did wrong not to get that movie?
I don't know.
I don't want it.
Yeah.
But the weird thing was, I know I sound stupid saying this because everyone's saying, no, you wanted it. I didn't want the role. And I told you that in the office, Robin. I told
Sure, you
everyone.
didn't even want to audition.
No, but Dice kept saying, you must audition for this. Just go meet these guys. You'll see what I'm talking about. It's going to be great. It's
So
gonna
now,
be
even
big."
though you don't want it, you'd like for them to say, well, you got the part.
Right. I'd like to know what I did, because I thought I did real well on the audition. How did you play it? Did you play it like a maniac, or did you play it, because I played it kind of down key. I was
Yeah.
I was sort of like, okay, everybody, so I want you to come down to the radio station right now. I played it like I would do it.
They said he's not the type.
Yeah. So how did you play it? Like, you were like,
I
what were you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, were you like, yeah, come down to the radio station, okay? Come down to the radio station. Is that how you did it?
pretty much.
Like,
I don't want to
Did you put a lot of people on hold, stuff like that?
And then when you turn to, because you're supposed to have a daughter,
Yeah.
An 18-year-old.
you're hiring Dice to go find your daughter.
Acid on me.
Yeah, but I don't understand something.
Yeah.
You still don't look old enough to have a daughter that old, to have an 18-year-old daughter.
That's true. Wait a second.
So did it go well? Were they like kissing your ass? Oh, this is funny. This is great. You and Dice have real chemistry?
Where'd they put you up?
Dice is in Century City,
Yeah?
the hotel. in
Hey, my
Century City.
grandparents stay there.
And then so they sprayed me with mercuric acid. It started burning, and I tell them, and they said.
So meanwhile, you're actually really dying in the scene. It's not acting. It's
Go
like
to the set, doctor.
Gilbert's like, oh.
See, that Rennie's like Alfred Hitchcock. He doesn't need actors. Actors are like cattle. You just burn them
He's
when
probably
you want
back
them
there.
to
He goes,
burn.
I tell you, go burn Gilbert. He can't act. Just go burn him. Who cares? Look at him. He doesn't look as beautiful as me. Just burn him.
John
Figure him.
Landis cares more about his actors.
As Gilbert's head's being chopped off.
So, yeah, they send me to a set doctor. I show it to him, and he goes, oh, that's a burn. Yeah, thank you, doc.
Yeah, great. Yeah, I got into this so I could get burned.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're paying me so much. So, it's you and Dice. Did you get to see the girl who plays your daughter?
Briefly, for about a minute. I take it.
Yeah. Cute woman,
I
huh?
take Andrew.
Yeah, right. Andrew.
I take Rennie.
What were they calling him? Andrew Dreidel?
Andrew Dreidel.
Andrew Dreidel.
Silverstein.
Silverstein.
Yeah. So Dice looks good for it. I mean, like it built up and stuff because I know he's training with Stallone's trainer or something.
Oh my God!
I mean, they wanted him in shape.
Stallone isn't Stallone Sam Kinnison's next door neighbor?
Yeah, right. Sam's mad at Dice because Dice is stealing all Sam's friends.
Yeah.
That's what he's stealing, his friends,
Right.
not his jokes.
That's what's funny. Dice is moving in on Guns N' Roses. So you're on the set. You got burnt.
I'm on the set. My skin's
How does
burning.
mercurochrome? I'm supposed to make it red.
It's
mercuric acid. And they put that right on your skin. They apply that right to
They
your
put it on my clothes and it seeped through to my skin.
Wow. You allow them to do that? I wouldn't. See, it's a good thing I didn't even consider that part because I would not allow that.
You would steam on your own.
Yes.
And then you start evaluating your own life. You're like, wait a second.
Yeah.
What am I
Yeah,
doing?
what am
Am I that hungry to be in show business that I get physically burned?
Would I do anything to be?
Yeah, I
in
spent the whole day like lying in broken glass and being
Really?
sprayed with mercuric acid.
Yeah, well, it's a studio that blows
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, because you get exploded. Another Kill the Disc Jockey
Yeah,
movie.
yeah. Fort Fairlane, coming soon to a theater near you.
Yeah. So what do you go? Hey, Bowan. What do you call him again? Hey.
Chevy.
Hey, Chevy Nova. Just tell me how you delivered it. I want to know if you did. I did it like this. I was like, hey, Chevy Nova, you da-da-da-da. It's all bleeped out words.
Yeah.
Hey, Chevy Nova, you son of a bitch. What the hell are you doing here, man? Man.
Nothing I hate more than like a reading.
Oh.
But he's not going to tell. What? Can't you reenact the scene here for us, Gilbert?
Gilbert, just show me how you play the DJ. Just a little. Just 30 seconds.
30 seconds?
I just
Pretty
got to
much-
know.
Pretty much my usual,
Like, you know.
yeah, not much different than Beverly Hills.
Hey, come
Cop
down to the
2.
station and bring a real homeless person with you.
Yeah.
Did you do that? Did you do that?
Did you do that part, or did you make up something new?
Let's see if I did the homeless. I think I may have done the homeless.
I got to go see this movie.
Yeah, just to see Gilbert's part.
I mean, Gilbert was so much better at it than I was.
I don't know what he did in the audition.
What was worse, being burned by acid or working Club Benet? How much did it hurt? Did it really hurt, the acid?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
It was like
look
burns-
at that.
And you must be freaking out because you think it's going to be even worse.
Yeah.
Like your whole body's going to just burn up.
Yeah.
Like you like...
Did they take it off immediately, or did they make you finish the scene?
No, then they,
They wash you down?
no, I go to the doctor, and he opens up his bag. He's sitting there in a dark room.
Yeah.
He opens up his bag, obviously an alcoholic, the guy, and he takes out like basically Copatone aloe vera lotion. You know, it's over-the-counter stuff you can get in any Dwayne Reed.
Yeah.
You know, and he the green
Applies it.
stuff, yeah. And he applies that. That's something you really notice to go to a doctor for.
The doctor on the movie set is about as good as a camp doctor.
Yeah, exactly.
I want you to take these pills.
Oh, dear.
But you, of course, are not saying that he's an alcoholic. You're just saying he was like that.
I think he's an alcoholic if you weren't paying attention to him.
Right. Okay. Anyway, Robin, what else is in the news?
I should say Epilepsy Foundation of New Jersey, June 28th, Pennsauken, New Jersey. Pennsauken.
Gilbert is being auctioned off in a bachelor auction.
Oh, where are you?
But it's in Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, or wherever it is.
But Gilbert won't do it. Gilbert won't go out with the girl.
Yes, he will. For charity?
No, he won't.
You're not going to go out with the girl?
No.
I'd accept, no, I can't even say that on
Are you going to go out with the girl? Because you dial date, you dissed us and did not...
dissed us.
Man.
You be dissing us, man.
You didn't even go on the date, man.
Man! Hey, that makes me look like a jerk, man.
Every time we set you up, man.
It makes me look like a jerk.
All right, come on, dude. All right, we'll be back right after this.
Huh?
Oh, we're back.
Oh.
Little Elvis. We talked to you about Nutrisystem weight loss program. Oh, what is this song?
Slinky.
Slinky? Yeah, I thought so. Man. Nutrisystem is a weight loss program. It's not a diet. And by that I mean you're going to keep the weight off. We had a guy in here lost 75 pounds in 3 months. Want to dance with me?
He hired an ex-con.
They burned the weight off you. They put some mercuric acid. Would you allow some mercuric acid to be put on your clothes?
No, they'd have to assure me that this was not going to burn and it was totally harmless.
And then, as your skin is burning...
They'd have to have a stunt double come in.
Yeah.
Let me see it done.
Really? Because, to me... If my skin started to burn just in one place, I'd say, "Oh my God, all my skin is coming off." You know what I mean? You'd freak out.
You never know what the extent of it will be.
Were you like? You must have been in tears.
Yeah.
I mean, you must have been like freaking out.
Yeah.
Like, why am I doing this? I mean, I could just see me reevaluating my whole life. How long did it take you to shoot that little scene?
Oh, they spent most of the day with it.
Just one day, though, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for that scene.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, on Nutrisystem, one guy lost 85 pounds in 10 minutes.
How did you do that?
I can't believe it. He drank mercuric acid with his waffles. No, but in all seriousness, my friend, you must know that Nutrisystem really works. You know, when you go to the beach or you go to a pool this summer and you take off your shirt and there's blubber hanging out of your bathing suit, you're going to say to yourself, well, it's an impossible task to diet and all that. In 3 months, if you lose 75 pounds, that means the first month you got to lose like 20 pounds at least.
Just burn it off.
You'll be thin. 1-800-321-THIN. Call now. You still have time. By July, the really hot months, you could be thin. You think that scar will hurt your sex life, Gilbert? I think a lot of women will be. Imagine he takes off his shirt with some woman.
Aren't you a little tender now when you're like rolling around and?
Or just imagine him taking his shirt off like in some girl's bedroom, and then all of a sudden she sees like big red welts.
Yeah, like large welts on your body.
AIDS.
Yeah, try to explain that out.
This lesion is from a movie, my dear.
Yeah. Oh, I was in a movie. It's acid. Acid.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, okay.
Big purple acid lesion.
Sure. 1-800-321-THIN. Dude.
We were talking about how many accidents actually happen in movie sets.
Yeah.
A lot.
Well, the point is, you watch these movies and you go, oh, these guys really know what they're doing, I think that was Vic Morrow's last words. Anyway, Best Health Soda. Let me tell you what that means. Gourmet soda. This is Best Health Gourmet Soda. Do we have any? Maybe Gilbert could try it. You would love it.
Oh, okay.
Instead of juice,
maybe just pour it on my skin.
Yeah, man. Why don't you just drink some of this, man, instead of that juice all the time, man?
Just squirt it on me.
I don't know if we have any, but I've seen those bottles are just really beautiful. With the matching labels and caps, it's really a nice looking bottle.
I'm sorry, I'm reading the gay newspaper. There's an article about me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I found an article yesterday. Revitalized Jensen brings life into focus.
Yeah, we got to read that.
Yes, that's a great article, isn't it?
Yeah, maybe we'll read that after. We'll read that after the news.
He was very proud that the Puerto Rican Day Parade, slapped him on the back. And
yeah, that's weird.
Yes.
He has to especially say thank you to all the cab drivers who gave him the thumbs up.
Who gave him a job after he was fired.
Anyway, Best Health Gourmet Soda. Gary, why don't you bring some in? Like, bring in the pineapple orange, or the ginger ale, or the root beer, or the chocolate, or the vanilla cream, or the black cherry raspberry.
Maybe the mercuric acid flavored.
3-cent plain seltzer, peach, lemon lime. Rub this on your wounds, I'm telling you. This is gourmet. That means it has all natural ingredients. It's fabulous soda. It's called Best Health Gourmet Soda. Try some today, because once you taste it, you'll never drink another soda again. You'll never drink another soda again.
You swear?
I swear. If you do, it'd be very surprising. Let's put it that way. Best Health Gourmet Soda. Thank you. Robin, I said, rub it on your wounds, not on your womb. She's in there.
Because I had to get into a strange position. I said, what does he ask me to do?
I look over, Robin's got her pants off, and the Best Health bottle is almost completely
This is
disappearing.
not easy.
Not on your womb. You rub that on your womb, nothing will happen. You won't get pregnant. A lot of women think that Best Health Gourmet Soda will help them conceive, but
That's not true, is it? Well, anyway, as we said before, Jim Jensen has returned to television. He made his first appearance on WCBS Channel 2 on Sunday, interviewing Mayor Koch.
I saw him on with Ernie Anastas doing like a report or just coming in and saying that he'd be on Sunday.
Yes, because he's no longer an anchor. He's
Right.
the, what, senior correspondent?
Yeah. What's that? That means you still get paid and you don't have to do much.
Well, they cut his salary drastically. He used to be in the mid six figures, according to the paper.
See, I'd be depressed if they did that to me.
Oh, no more depression here.
I mean, he didn't make like $1 million a year?
No. And
No
that's
wonder
what
he was
they're paying
depressed.
Ernie Anastas.
Yeah, I'm surprised because Jim Jensen had a lot more credibility than Ernie Anastas. Ernie's like, Ernie looks like she'd be doing the Love Boat.
Well, I'll tell you one thing I didn't know. This isn't New York without Ernie Anastas. Do you hear those promos they're using?
Well, I've said that for years.
If we don't have him, this is not New York.
It's Minnesota without him.
I was shocked.
Newsman Jim Jensen returned to TV yesterday after a 4-month absence due to depression.
He was the wrong station, however, and he was quickly thrown out.
He showed up at WABC and was booted out with a thumbs up.
I'm an anchor man. Let me in.
You can't do it to me.
Let me in. I'm an important anchor man.
See, they still don't really describe what he was doing, but they give it other names now.
Yeah, let's get to it. The craggy-faced journalist's first appearance on the tube since being hospitalized earlier this year went flawlessly, and he appeared happy about his comeback. One thing about him, as depressed as he was, he always looked cool on camera.
Yeah, he never looked depressed.
He thanked fans for helping make his return possible. Jensen returned to the air as a senior correspondent. His guest was Mayor Koch. Before taking his leave of absence, Jensen has been a WCBS TV anchorman since 1964. This is my first appearance for Channel 2 News camera
He
in
said
4 months.
right before he threw up.
Wow. As you know, or may not know, I have been hospitalized for depression.
No, we didn't know that.
Now that's over, and I feel anything but depressed. It's all over with.
Well, I'm on medication. What do I know, though?
He gave up his job, but he feels better. Maybe that was it, the job.
He said his life had become work.
The usually stoic Jensen allowed a little smile to cross his face as he thanked those who stayed by his side for that wonderful feeling of being alive. I guess he has enough money banked that he can retire.
I would imagine, yeah.
Well, now all his dealers are depressed. Hey, man, where's Jim?
What, you
Damn.
dissing us, man?
You diss us, man. Dude, man.
I haven't seen his number on my beeper in weeks.
He dissed me, man.
You diss me, man.
For that wonderful feeling of being alive. For that wonderful feeling of being alive and working again, I thank all my family, my friends, my colleagues here at Channel 2, the management of Channel 2, for all of their loving support. He also thanked viewers for sending him thousands of get-well cards and letters.
He didn't thank us.
And I can't ever forget all those waves from passing cabs and cars and trucks and street sweepers.
As I was standing in the middle of the street.
As they swept me under the... with those statements of glad to see you.
They were waving, get out of the way.
He said he is staying fit by running 4 or 5 miles a day.
From the police.
From the dealers he owes money to. No, but it's cool. He's back and he's feeling good.
Yeah.
The latest in his... This is from the gay newspaper.
Oh, okay.
The latest in a series of anti-gay on-the-air remarks.
What did you say now?
I didn't say anything anti-gay. I said, hey, anybody who wants to practice homosexuality should be allowed to.
Well, let us count the anti-gay remarks on this
Let's see
show.
what they say. I said, because they always lie in the gay newspaper. As far as I'm concerned, they always
They're
do that.
liars.
Those gays are liars.
They're liars as well as taking it in the pants. They're liars.
Let's not say they're liars. Let's just say that they're... I think that they get me all wrong.
Well, let's hear. I'll tell you.
The latest in a series of anti-gay on-the-air remarks by morning radio personality Howard Stern has set off a new round of action meant to end Stern's attacks on the gay and lesbian community.
Hmm?
Oh, I see. Oh, they're trying to organize to end my radio.
Oh, this is their new thing.
On June 5th, according to a Media Monitor volunteer of the Philadelphia Lesbian and Gay Task Force, Stern said, the Philadelphia branch.
Read that again. I like that.
On June
Media
5th,
Monitor volunteer.
According to a Media Monitor volunteer, Booga, The Philadelphia Lesbian and Gay Task Force. Stern said on his talk show that gay men should be quarantined and tattooed in order to control the AIDS epidemic. Yeah, and I was real serious when I said it.
Yeah, you said a tattoo on the
genitals.
Yes.
But you know something? That's not anti-gay. That's not anti-anything. That's just a natural health precaution. There's nothing wrong with that. Why do they perceive that as anti-gay? Because gays aren't the only ones I'm advocating. I think there should be a mark on people's genitals if they have AIDS so that it doesn't spread. I'm talking about the survival of the human race. We're not talking about killing people. We're not talking about hurting people. I don't like to talk. We're talking about tattoo. Listen, Gilbert, when you pull down a girl's pants and if there was a tattoo tipping you off that she had AIDS, wouldn't you be thankful?
No, I'd take it anyway at my point.
You'd die for it.
With my sex life, I'd just say, well, maybe it was a mistake. Maybe it's a misprint.
Yeah, maybe that's a... Maybe
There's still a chance I won't get it.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be decorative. It could be a little butterfly. It could look very nice.
Maybe there'll be a retraction tomorrow.
But I do take umbrage with the fact that that's supposed to be anti-gay, because it's not. It's not anti-gay. I'm saying go ahead and have as much homosexual sex as you want.
Oh, thanks.
There's an offer. I have nothing against gays. I think
That's what
gays
you said,
should be
you
allowed
said.
to do this. I don't think they should be beaten up or destroyed for it.
That's if they want to do that, go ahead. That's what you said.
But how do we propose to really end AIDS?
I don't think we're proposing.
Even if a man has syphilis, he's forced to contact all of his ex-partners before he gets treatment.
Yes, but there is treatment. That's what the
That's
experts
just a
say.
social thing.
Oh, I see. But
No,
the point
they say
is,
there's something you can do about that at this point in
Right.
time. There's nothing you can do about AIDS.
yeah, but the point is that they can continue to have sex without telling anyone. And let's face it, it's not like every person who has AIDS is the most morally ethical person and is going to tell everyone that they have AIDS. Look at Gilbert's body. It's racked with big
It's
welts.
got lesions.
No, that was acid.
Stern Show on WYSP FM is a simulcast from New York City, station WXRK. The program is also simulcast to the Washington, D.C. area on WJSK. All three stations are owned and operated by Infinity. Since his initial show heard in the Philadelphia area in August of 1986, listeners have complained that Stern has constantly engaged in homophobic and sexist commentary. Among the examples, on August 26, 1986, Stern was said to endorse violence as a method of the behavior modification.
What?
You know...
Wait a minute.
This is my quote. You know, something, it worked. I had a friend who was gay. His father kicked the crap out of him. You should see him now. He porks girls like you wouldn't believe. Did I say that?
You did say that.
Yeah,
It was
that
a
advocates
joke.
violence.
It was a joke.
And believe me, I did it in a mocking version. In other words, saying, of course you can't beat
They're taking
homosexuality.
this out of context.
Yeah, so it makes me look like a bad guy in the gay community.
You know, I remember that whole rap. It was really sarcastic. You were saying, of course you can't do it that way.
Meanwhile, Robin, how many awards did I receive when I worked in Washington, D.C. from the gay community in their newspapers for being pro-homo?
Right. Pro-homo. That's what they called you.
That's my stage name, pro-homo.
On February 18th, 1988, in mocking the Gay Games athletic competition, Stern stated...
That's their scratching and spitting competition.
Stern stated that the Games events included a special event to see who can gargle body fluids the longest.
Is that bad?
While a background voice responded, "Oh, let me come first." I never said that. Yeah.
But you should have.
Did you hear about one of the big events here, the hairy pole vault? On April 10th, Stern and his on-air Famali sidekick, female sidekick, Robin, satirized a lesbian album titled Talking Lesbians by mimicking the songs while telling jokes such as, what is a lesbian's favorite recreation area? Busch Garden.
I didn't even remember that.
Yeah. PLGTF Executive Director Rita Odessa said she sought meetings with WYSP General Manager Kenneth Stevens to discuss Stern's behavior and the overall issues and concerns of the community. Stevens has consistently refused to meet. and death of Fed. Well, of course, because we're not anti-gay, and it's ridiculous and retarded, this whole thing. She said the community should demand an end to Stern's bigotry. Thanks. And they suggest you write to Ken Stevens, General Manager, WYSP, write to the FCC, write to everybody.
Aren't there bigger problems?
I think they have bigger problems.
Oh,
what did the lesbian say at the Grand Canyon?
What?
I don't recognize her. But it's not like we don't do all kinds of
terribly
jokes.
anti-gay, Howard. I can't believe
Yeah, that's really going to make people beat up gays. Listen, we have never advocated beating gays. We think that the whole thing is a stupid idea.
No, we feel very badly about that.
Yeah.
We say that that's not the thing to do. We think that it's a very homophobic kind of activity.
Yeah, I think the gay
People who
affect.
really have a problem with their own manhood go out beating up gay people.
I think the gay affect is a stereotype, but at the same point, there's nothing wrong with making fun of it. Just like when we make fun of Jews and we go, "Hey, what's that?
Yeah,
you got the
we
dreidel?
do that with everyone.
You want to eat some chocolate matzo at the singles weekend?"
I think it would be wrong to single out gays and not
Right.
satirize them in this way.
So grow up, gays.
Speaking of gays, Howard, there is some news about the whole AIDS thing and whether people should be, last week the health commissioner, the city health commissioner went before a national conference and said that he thought there should be mandatory reporting of people with AIDS and that their love interest should be contacted and traced.
Yes.
But this weekend, Governor Cuomo came out against it. The state health commissioner came out against it, and a group of gays, got Mayor Cotton to an office. And when he came out, he was against it too.
Why? What's going on? I mean, why are people against this?
They feel that people who are coming up voluntarily now to be tested would stay away if they thought people were going to find out that they possibly tested positive for AIDS and that their contacts were going to be their sexual contacts were going to be approached about the whole thing. So they feel that it would go underground.
They really have to be tattooed. And there's nothing wrong with that. There is nothing anti-gay about that statement. I'm sorry, I disagree. And just because the gays think that that's anti-gay doesn't mean I'm going to stop saying it. I'm not running for office here. It's not a gay thing. If there was a heterosexual with AIDS, I still think they should be tattooed.
Meanwhile, there's still a debate as to whether the condom affords you safe sex or safer sex. And you know that one of the reasons they're saying you should use condoms is that the spermicide used in them is supposed to kill the AIDS virus or the AIDS germ, whatever that is.
Right on.
Well, they have now done a test over in Africa. I think it was a horrible test, but a test nonetheless. They took 91 prostitutes in Nairobi.
Had some sex with them?
Not infected with the AIDS virus when they enrolled in the study.
Yeah.
Handed them a bunch of contraceptive sponges with this nonoxynol number 9.
Yeah.
And 47 of them used vaginal suppositories.
I use those.
Didn't contain.
Ever have one of those, Gilbert? Excellent.
Nonoxynol number 9.
Yeah.
After 10 months, 20 of the women in the nonoxynol number 9 group were infected with the AIDS virus compared to only 15 in the group that didn't use the spermicide.
Rob, didn't we just find out that people can have AIDS and test negative? I mean, people who cannot have AIDS and test negatively, but meanwhile have it, it's just the test
It just doesn't show up for like 3 years.
Right, and they're prostitutes, so chances are they probably had it.
Mm-hmm.
And also, why didn't they make them put a rubber on their johns? You know what I mean?
Well, they just wanted to test the spermicide.
On
But
their
don't
Johnsons.
you think this is...
On their Johnsons?
Yeah.
But don't you think that's rather irresponsible? To just send women out
Yes.
not completely protected
Yes.
just for a medical test?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I do.
Yes, I do.
What do you think, Dr. Gottfried?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, you do.
Yes. Yes, I do. Yes.
Hey, let's call that place, and you be Dr. Gottfried.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, but, in Africa, what is an African woman going to do with a vaginal sponge? She's probably going to do dishes with it. Hey, baby, you dish me.
She's doing the plate in her lip.
Yeah, right. Yeah, baby, let me watch that plate in your lip. I say tattoo all those African women. Tattoo them on their tuchus.
They're already tattooed.
All right.
People will be confused.
Tattoo them, tattoo anybody. In
Oh,
fact, I'm going for a tattoo.
And John Matuzak, the football player who died at the age of 38
Yes.
for unknown causes. He had a
Yes.
heart attack, but nobody knows why.
Yes.
Did
Well,
he
they're
do
going to
drugs?
do further testing today to find out if drugs had anything to do with it. 38 years old. The twos is gone. And that's what's happening, folks.
Yes. All right, one last phone call. For Dr. Gottfried.
Yes.
By the way, Dr. Gottfried
Oh,
will
is this
be...
the end of the show?
Yeah.
Oh, then I have to tell you about Shelley Sunstein.
She got fired.
Yes, not only did she get fired, she did have a conversation with her program director, that new Gary Bryan, who's become Jim Kerr's sidekick in the morning.
Yeah. Crazy. And then goes yells at himself in the office for acting
Right.
crazy because he's the program director.
Well, Gary had a talk with Shelley Sunstein, and essentially what happened was that he said he wanted that joke of the week to be gone.
Yeah, so she could have gotten rid of that.
And apparently she said she fought for it.
Yeah. No, man. That's important, man.
It's important, man.
In
It makes me
fact-
look like a jerk in front of my listeners,
Yeah,
man.
man. You're making me look stupid, man.
In fact, it was something.
I want to know what
to
the
effect-
joke is, man.
They fired her.
In fact, the gist of it was, she said, if the joke of the week goes, or the day goes, so do I.
Ew.
And then she went home thinking that they were both going to sleep on it and talk about it again on Monday.
Yeah.
And on Sunday night, she got a call, so don't show up.
Important feature. You really want to fight for that. A joke of the day.
She now said she's going to take her joke of the day somewhere else.
That's a threat.
Oh, that'll hurt. That got such big
Yeah,
ratings.
that'll really kill them in the morning.
You think anybody could recreate that?
In addition, they say that
They got
since Brian has inserted himself in the morning show, this is Inside New York today, they say it might be a sign that the meter is running out on Howard the cab driver.
Yeah.
His role has been diminished recently,
He's horrible.
and the station is not returning calls about this.
Dude, don't you believe deep down in your heart when we used to discuss... You know that Gary Bryan probably listens to us every day.
Oh, yeah.
And was probably a big fan of the show because every radio program director is. Let's face it.
Secretly.
Yeah. And we said that Shelley Sunstein had an annoying ethnic accent,
Yeah.
and Howard the cab driver had an annoying ethnic accent, and to have two of them whining on there. You know,
Probably.
Here's the joke of the day.
and it was just like, you know, first of all, Shelley, if you want the truth of why you were fired, it had nothing to do with your joke of the day. It was the ethnic accent. The,
Oh, Jim, could you shut down it?
you know, we hear whiny women at home. We don't want to hear them on the air. And then Howard the cab driver has the same affliction. Diarrhea of the mouth combined with that annoying, whiny, ethnic accent. Jewish people didn't even like those two. And you could be sure non-Jews were not thrilled. So, you know, like, hey, what's this? So, well, did you say Jim balances them out? But,
He was losing.
yeah, he was losing the battle. They were taking
drowning.
over. Yeah, they were giving her more and more of a role, and it was real annoying, you know?
Well, she stood up for her joke. Now she's gone.
Well, you got to admire her.
Yeah. It sounds like a TV movie of the week.
Real good move, standing up for that joke.
Why did the chicken cross the street, Jim?
Why is that, Shelley?
I don't know. What am I, a comedian? I'm a newswoman.
Hey, what are these tapes of Wavy Gravy at the Abby
Oh,
Hoffman?
that's right. Abby Hoffman had his memorial at the Palladium.
Here's Wavy Gravy. Remember him?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, wavy gray, babe.
Yeah, right.
Sure.
I tell people that he's giving Joe Hill a well-earned break, or perhaps he's reincarnated as an ostrich in the Chicago Zoo. But don't mourn, organize. Go out and do something amazing in Abby's name for the people or the planet, and have fun doing it. Have a lot of fun doing it, and win one for the Yipper.
True hippie. Spoken like a true hippie. The Yipper.
Do something amazing in his name.
The Yipster.
The Yipster, babe.
He didn't say man once. I'm counting the mans. How many mans will Wavy Gravy use? And here's Buster Poindexter.
Yeah,
for,
that's what he had to say.
I mean, am I being David Johansen now or Buster Poindexter? I'm very confused.
Is there a difference
Yeah.
in the sound?
Yeah.
Pointed out. Well, that's a euphemism. You know what I mean? It's a euphemism for, activism, for, environmental issues and all the things that are important to the planet today, So you got to tell a kid there's two sides to every coin, you know what I mean? It's okay to have a few bucks in your pocket, but you got to look out for tomorrow.
What a party.
Oh.
Buster and Wavy Gravy checking in as spokespeople. I would have shown up, but I was pretty busy.
It was Saturday afternoon.
Because I like
doing
Abby.
some gay bashing.
Yeah. I was busy putting down gays and telling them to be tattooed. I was busy making the gay community miserable, so I couldn't get out there.
Somebody has to do it. It was your turn.
How thick is the gay press? How thick and long is the gay press? Wavy Gravy's daughter was there, too. Did you see her?
No.
Juicy Lucy? Wavy Gravy.
It was funny because Jackie saw, she says, Robin got a quote from Wavy Gravy.
Super.
And I said, I wonder if he has that on his driver's license. She says, well, I don't know if it's a group or if it's a person.
What's weird about the 60s was that guys like that actually got credibility and got laid and stuff being Wavy Gravy. For no other reason than having a goofy name and hanging out with someone.
Being willing to hang out with that name.
Yeah, hang out with that name and sort of get connected to cool people because your name is actually Wavy Gravy and people are calling you Wavy.
Yeah.
But for no reason, who was he? I mean, did he do anything?
No.
Was he at Woodstock announcing stuff?
I have no idea why we know his name at all.
No, he's at Woodstock.
He was at Woodstock, right? He was one of the guys making announcements.
Probably, yeah.
Was he the guy making the announcement? He was like a stage. He had something to.
Chipmunk, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Chipmunk.
Oh, God.
Chipmunk.
Wavy
Chipmunk.
Gravy was just kind of like a hippie with a weird name. I don't know. Maybe he was friends with the Jefferson Airplane or something like that.
Yeah.
And did you see the, now they're, instead of just holding up that sign or having that sign on your TV for pay-per-view about the dead being live on whatever day, it's summer solstice or whatever, so they're doing it on the longest day of the year.
Yeah.
Now they've got...
For the longest solo set of the year.
Right. Now they've got Jerry Garcia and that other guy, Weir.
Bob Weir.
Bob Weir, they're standing there going, hey, man, we're going to give a concert on summer solstice, man.
Hey, man. Hey, man, you give a concert on summer solstice, man? Hey, man.
Now, I wonder if you have to defecate in your house while you're watching pay-per-view.
Yeah, man.
So you have to go in a corner and sleep on your porch?
And one more bit of news. Morden Downey Jr. says he'll... Did you ever do his show?
No.
No, okay,
No,
good.
man.
No, man.
No, man. You do his show, man?
You do his show, man. I look like a jerk in front of Morton Downey's listeners, man.
Morton Downey Jr. says he'll try to buy his controversial talk show and see it broadcast only once a week. Even he wants to buy it, only see it broadcast once a week.
He thinks there's too much of it.
There are rumors that Downey's show, with its combative tone, won't be renewed this fall. The show now airs 5 times a week. The talk show's producers, Quantum Media Incorporated, haven't made a decision. You were doing business with them. They put out your album, right?
They were supposed to. Their whole record label, I think, fell apart.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy.
Downey says, did you actually record it?
Oh, yeah.
And then it fell apart.
Yeah, the whole record. I think I'm the one who caused it. But they did produce Morton's album.
No, they didn't.
They didn't?
No, some other guy in Jersey.
Oh.
Some other smart guy got that.
Some other smart guy lost money on that. Downey says he hopes to buy the 2-year-old show with unidentified partners. Maybe the same partners he had in that alleged gold mine scam.
Or maybe it was the ones who bought that casino for him.
Yeah, that worked out so well. More, you got a big L painted on your forehead, not a swastika. It's for loser. So long, funny man. Idiot. Anyway, more Who tickets tomorrow. We have more guests tomorrow. Gilbert's going to be at Caroline's. Now, get this, Tuesday night. How many shows Tuesday night? 1?
I have no idea. I have to find out. Call up
really
and
don't
find
know.
out.
Gilbert, it's not like you're that busy that you shouldn't know these things.
I know. I should know these things. Anyway, it's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Caroline's at the Seaport.
Check for information.
Check for information. And the Epilepsy Foundation, whatever, 28 on Pennsauken, New Jersey.
Aren't you the guy who does epilepsy jokes in his act? That's kind of ironic.
Yeah, show up with a plastic spoon and get it free.
Neat. I like that. You actually get stuff to put in your mouth to keep you from biting your tongue during the auction.
In fact, isn't it Bite Block night?
I'll bid 200. He's swallowing his tongue. He's swallowing his tongue. Jackie the Joke Man Martling this Friday and Saturday, June 23rd and 24th at Governor's Comedy Shop in Levittown on Long Island. Comedy Shop.
Ooh, the Comedy Shop.
The Comedy Shop. Next Wednesday, June 28th at Bananas in Fort Lee in New Jersey. And, of course, we'll be seeing you sometime. Where is the rest of the plugs? No plugs?
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Don't miss Stuttering John's band Rockslide, appearing with Iron Butterfly at the Count Basie Theater in Red Bank, New Jersey, July 8th.
Iron Butterflies at the Count Basie Theater?
Tickets available at all Ticketron outlets.
Wow.
Count Basie's rolling over in his grave.
I'm telling you.
Scott the Engineer tomorrow night at Whittlesmith's in Hauppauge. And to use his mobile DJ service, call 718-BAG-5040. Well, there it is.
The whole sordid tale.
Back on the air after battle with drugs. Hey, Meg. Hey. Gilbert. Look at Gilbert looking over Meg. Licking his chops.
Yes.
Yes. My dear. Yes. So, Gilbert just completed another film, Meg.
Oh, yeah? What film?
Fort Fairlane. I've got scars to prove it.
The Dice Clay movie.
Those aren't lesions, those are burns.
Yeah. So drop your pen. These purple markings all over my body are just burns. Oh, no, I was doing a movie. I got burned with acid. That's the...
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Yeah. You show her those burn marks actual burn marks from a movie, she might drop her pants. There's a chance. A slim chance, but a chance. That's what if I was you today, I'd walk around with my shirt off and show people your burn marks from the film. You're bound to get laid. Someone's going to be impressed. All right, Gilbert, anytime you want to come back, of course, you're invited. So, we'll see you again.
Yeah, and Caroline's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and...
I thought you were going to be out on the coast for like a couple of months or something. The way Dice was telling me it was going to take weeks to shoot that.
See, you could have handled that.
For a day? What'd you go out over the weekend? Did you go out?
It was like for about less than a week.
Less than a week.
And they put you up and they feed you and stuff?
Yeah.
Anything you want?
Yeah, mercuric acid.
No, really? Anything
beating
you want?
with a bat. No, they had a catering truck there.
Did Dice call you after it happened? And was he freaking out that you got burned?
Hey. What happened here? Hey.
This is my friend. It's amazing your whole body isn't covered with burns.
I know. I could have really gotten laid then.
Was it that important that Gilbert actually be covered?
He had to smoke all over his body.
And isn't there a dry ice thing you can do?
Sure, or you can, do something in the console so it looks like, smoke is coming up from it.
Or put him in an asbestos suit at least.
Sure.
That would have been a nice precaution.
Yeah, that would have been.
They doused you with mercuric acid and lit it?
No, they didn't light it.
It just smokes?
Yeah.
There's a low boiling point.
as I learned myself. Like he's got to tell me.
All right, we'll see you again tomorrow. We have more guests. I don't even know who's coming in, but somebody good.
Yeah.
And
a good week.
I don't know what happened to Joe Walsh, but maybe he'll show up too.
I don't know.
He dissed us, man.
Hey, man.
He dissed us.
But you tell us you're coming and then not call us. Hey, he did the same thing Sam did.
He was supposed to be here with Bon Jovi, man.
What are we going to tell the press, man?
Hey, Gary, what happened to, you don't know?
Haven't a clue.
Yeah.
He set us up, man.
Don't get me started.
Tomorrow we have a very good guest. I don't know if I'm allowed to say because...
Why don't you just write it down and I'll tell you if you're allowed.
Okay, and also we'll be reading a letter from a person who's angry, who charges you with racism. A doctor.
Good. Can we call him?
I hope so.
Good.
Because it's a great letter.
A doctor?
Yeah, I just got it.
I think Joe's with Ringo right now, preparing for the tour. Me, my, hey, 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 oh, my. Oh, yeah, good. You don't pre-announce him because I'll show Gilbert. Don't say who it is. That should be fun.
Okay.
All right, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Who this?
Cash App, $ Milk Crate Marauder.
Huh?
Venmo, @Milk Crate Marauder.
You stupid bastard. I'm Reba Dutton, cocksucker.